hassle looking cute chat. NEWSDAY hype. Keep on trucking. I'm back. Happy to be here as per usual. Poggers. This dude really beats the nameless king his first try and thinks he's all that. Three. 6 months baby. This is very cool. Monday vloggers, let's go.
What's going on, everybody? I hope everyone's having a fantastic evening, afternoon, pre-noon, no matter where you are in the world. I'm Hasan Piker. This is the HasanAbi broadcast coming to you live from sunny California, Los Angeles. We are live and alive, folks. We're live and alive, and I hope all the boys, girls, and MBs are having a fucking fantastic one, okay? It is Monday, June 14, 2021, 11:15 a.m. And I'm perfectly on time, I would say. And my God, dude, what a fucking beautiful day it is so far. Okay? What's up, C-Mac? 20-month streak. Look at that. Sorry, I was a denier last night. I'm always a believer now. Listen, boys. Boys. It's Lake McGrew's birthday today. Happy birthday, Lake McGrew.
Nameless king. You were no match for our himbo.
All I'm gonna say is, boys. All I'm gonna say is this, okay? The nameless king is dead. He's dead. The unnamed monarch is ended. Now, I'm going to talk about my personal news. This is part of the broadcast where I tell you.
Imagine doubting and then watching Ajahn
personal news.
King. Doubters in shambles, kek.
And there isn't too much, you know. After I murdered the nameless king last night, I went to watch Lupin with my mom on Netflix. Season 2 has been kind of mid, not gonna lie. This morning I woke up and I went to work out. I feel fucking great. I was able to do another half-a-mile sprint. Whew, on top of my regular workout today.
Wow, 2 months.
Honestly, it was really fucking good. Poop towel update. The poop towel is on the other side of the road. I don't know if someone pushed to the other side of the road or I don't know what happened.
Sour PLS.
It's still there though. Left to sprint. I mean, dude, I listen, guys, I used to be able to fucking sprint. And even sprinting is not even like full sprint. When I do half a mile, I'm hitting it at 8, okay? Like 8 is my speed on the treadmill. And that's basically almost like a full sprint for me, because fucking holy shit. And in between, I go down to 8.5 mile. Yeah, I do like half a mile, and then I have to fucking, I do like half a mile at like 8, whatever the 8 speed is. I don't know if it's 8 miles per hour or something. I don't know what that is. And then I drop it down to a fucking 4, and then I kick it back up to an 8, regain my breath, and then I kick it back up to an 8. Do you do an endurance cardio 1 hour? Training cardio based on heart rate has been great for me. No, I hate cardio, dude. I like, that's not a sprint, bitch. It's a sprint for me. Shut the fuck
What's
up.
going on, everybody? I hope everyone's having a fantastic evening, afternoon, pre-noon, wherever you are in the world. I'm Hasan Piker, and this is the HasanAbi broadcast.
Whatever the 8 is on a treadmill, I don't know what that is. That's normal walking. 0% chance that's normal walking.
Took the day off and I'm here for the start.
Like, you will never go on a fucking treadmill and put it at 8 and be like, that's normal walking. Eight miles per hour is a 7-minute mile. Like, the top speed on the planet is 27 miles per hour, homie. Like, walking is like 2.5 miles an hour.
Poggies.
There is no one is hitting like 8 miles an hour and considering that to be a fucking jog. Why am I having a conversation with dudes that literally never go outside?
1 year sub, let's go.
And have most likely, like, the dude telling me like, dude, 8 miles an hour is so slow, you fucking slow piece of shit, is literally sitting there like the fucking South Park character, hooked up to an IV with like a fucking colostomy bag shoved up their asshole so they don't have to move and they can like expertly type out Reddit threads with like 125 WPM or whatever the fuck, right? And he's like, hey, I'm gonna get you, dude. 8 is actually terrible. Like, I weigh 265 pounds, motherfucker. You think 8 miles an hour for someone like myself is like easy? What are you, crazy, dude? Anyway,
he said it, poggers.
Yeah, I'm fucking huge, bro. I'm a fucking beefy boy now. Look at that. Whew. 6'4" and in good shape. I think you're being a little dramatic. You can run faster than 8 on the tread. I mean, I could, but not for an extended period of time. Yes, I'm not saying it's my top speed. I'm saying it's my top speed for an extended period of time while it fucks me up. And remember, guys, remember, the problem is I haven't done any physical activity for the past year. I literally have been sitting for the past fucking... Anne? You all right? Okay. I've been sitting. That's the point. I'm not saying this as a flex, chat. When I say I'm running... No, mom's all right. She just... I think she like cut her finger or something. She's like making something in the kitchen. I don't know. But...
Wide peepo pussy.
So the thing is, I'm not telling you this to be like, oh my god, like I'm so fucking beast. I'm so beast mode.
3 months.
I'm telling you this to show you how out of shape I am, right? That's literally the point. Like, for me, it kicks my ass, dude. It literally kicks my fucking ass. Doing just that kicks my ass. I'm dead after. And but I still feel great afterwards. So that's why I always is like I always recommend, you know, going to the gym.
What is up, King? Or should I say King?
Do you prefer to be lean or built? I don't like the way I look when I get workout beefy. No, I want to be lean. I'm always going to be built no matter what. So I want to be lean. Anyway.
Has buff. The king is dead. Has buff.
So. Just give him an hour timeout. The guy, or I think the Fossabot got that guy for a minute, but I gave him an hour timeout. So yeah, I'm getting my some dude kept spamming like, do you have a Discord? Do you have a Discord? Do you have a Discord? So I just timed him out for an hour. Watching the NATO speech with Biden. I mean, I don't give a fuck, dude. It's gonna be terrible, but yeah. Maybe. So as far as that's what I got for personal news, boys. That's it. And then I did a podcast this morning called Recode, and I think it's a Vox podcast. It's about uncovering and explaining how our digital world is changing and changing us. And it'll be out in a couple weeks. So that's what I was doing earlier this morning.
Hassle.
Have you seen the NATO meeting? Erdogan did not understand English. Turn around and announce law. Yes, Erdogan does not speak English. I'm 6'6", 215, but looks fat. There's no shot. It's like virtually impossible for you to be 6'6" and 215 pounds and look fat. I think that's like in your head, my friend. There is like, you have to be so skinny fat that like, how would you be fat at fucking 215? When I was 215 at 6'4", I was insanely shredded. Like I had fucking six pack, I had the dick V's. Like it was literally the most like, it was the most shredded I've ever looked in my entire life at 215. That's the lowest. That's literally the lowest I've ever hit, unless you're 5'6" instead of 6'6". The dick V's, you know what I'm talking about? Like when you got the fucking V, like that points to your penis.
Good afternoon,
it points to your peenie.
Thanks for all the content. 3.
Natalie Grace, thank you for the 10 gift subs. I'm 240 and look like an extra for the dwarves from Hobbit, the fat one. That's kind of cool though. Like especially if you're short and stocky and you look like a dwarf. Like that's pretty cool. Dwarves are cool, bro. Whatever. You're like a different class. You know what I mean? Just lean into it. Don't worry about it.
Hey Arjan, it's Master Sajin back to work, buddy. I'll try my best to upload every single day. I already made my first post on OK buddy, and I just hope everything is going well, and I hope you enjoy all the memes I make for you. Have fun on the DS3 DLC PPLR. Happy
I just want to like, oh my god, I'm turning off fucking donos, dude. Is that Master Sergeant or whatever? So annoying. Okay. What's your diet? My diet is dog shit, boys. It's not for everybody, okay? I don't recommend it. Anyway, so that's all for the personal news. Last night, I finally defeated... for those of you who don't know, I finally defeated the motherfucking Nameless King, which was a big deal. The unnamed monarch is over. He's dead. He's done. Clap. Ass cheeks fucking clapped, boys. You know, we had some queer baiting discourse yesterday, which I thought was interesting, about Zoomers claiming that Billie Eilish is queer baiting for like the dumbest reason the dumbest reason on the planet. As a girl, I honestly like shorter guys more often than I like tall guys. If that's any valuable insight, thanks. It is valuable insight. Yeah, no. What will my uncreative ass community do now? Like, what are you guys gonna do? The entire community's in fucking shambles, dude. Like, it was so easy for the longest time for you guys to just... It was so easy for the longest time for you guys to just sit around and literally just not do anything unique or creative and just bait me to do 90 Day Fiancé, right? Like, and then what did I do? I started watching 90 Day Fiancé again. So you were like, oh, fuck, we can't bait him to watch 90 Day Fiancé because he's watching 90 Day Fiancé. So then afterwards, you were like, okay. Did you notice how you lost 3K viewers when Scott the Vaz uploaded last night? Who the fuck is Scott the Vaz? What? What is a Scott the Vaz? He's the ultimate Omega Soy Nintendo guy? Oh, okay. Wait, isn't there a Nintendo, isn't there a Nintendo Direct today? Like, or whatever? Capcom Direct at 5:30 EST. Okay, we'll maybe take a look at that. Oh, it's tomorrow at 9 a.m. PT. Yeah. Now that you beat Nameless King, you have to beat capitalism. Okay, got it. McConnell says it's highly unlikely he'd let Biden fill the SCOTUS vacancy in 2024 if GOP flips the Senate. Oh shit, hold on. Let me move my W banner back to where it once was. Okay. Sorry. I am a W streamer after all. All right, let's get to the fucking news, boys. I mean, bipartisanship is alive and well. Joe Biden is in fucking Europe talking about NATO and, you know, our alliances and whatnot and a bunch of other bullshit that no one gives a fuck about. We have an infrastructure bill that's going to go to reconciliation. Let me just tweet out that I'm live for the Normans. Daycare is open. Get in now to watch the murderer of Nameless King talk about the news. Joe Biden is in Europe. I'm going to say queer coded in parentheses. Infrastructure bill is in motion. Hogwatch is happening. Billie Eilish is queer baiting? Question mark. I don't know. I'm freestyling right now. There's a lot to talk about, and I can't. I like. There's a lot of Sunday news coverage always on Mondays that we can look at. He's in Belgium. It's literally not a real thing. Like, that's not a real country. Yeah, we're going to talk about AOC in a second. And Joe Biden is going to do a news conference in NATO at the NATO summit. Infrastructure bill blockage called out by AOC. And more. Get in now. www.twitch.tv/HasanAbi. There you go. That's what I got. Not the greatest, but it is something. It's what I got today. No, not all of them can be fucking fire, you know? What do you mean Belgium is not a real country? It's not even a real place. Like, they've made it up. Belgium is a made-up place that Europeans act like exists in an effort to gaslight the American public.
Biden on the...
I know this. I know this to be a truth. But many refuse to admit it. You already bullied me once today. Stop. I even have a moderator who claims to be from this mythical land. Belgium is very similar to Central Jersey. And that's what I mean by that is it's fake. Not real. Where do waffles come from? It's like they just like to say, like, I mean, think about it. Waffles are made in like American factories and whatnot, and they claim that it's actually from Belgium. It's like Narnia, dude. Never socialism put you on a threat to the Republic tier list? No, I hate like looking at these tier lists, man. I don't want to be mentioned on these tier lists. I don't want to know that these fucking tier lists exist. It is literally the lamest thing. I can't believe C-Mac did this. Okay, we're done bullying C-Mac. I already bullied him on the Discord earlier today. I wrote about a heartbreaking decision that I wish I and so many others didn't have to make. Dude, this is like... I didn't read this because it's like kind of low-key fucking triggering. But this lady literally wrote about how she put down her fucking beagle. Like, her and many other people in like cities and shit went and adopted dogs, like puppies, for quarantine because they needed like, you know, something to flex on Instagram over, and they needed like, you know, some companionship. And then once COVID is tackled, like, these motherfuckers are like, yeah, I don't work from home anymore. Time to murder. And it blows my fucking mind, dude. Now, obviously, this part is a joke. This is a real article that this person actually wrote. They just substituted the photos. Like, they changed the actual article photos with the famous puppy play lady. But how is that not illegal? I mean, vegans will tell you. Like, they will write dissertations on how hypocritical you're being for, you know, how hypocritical you're being for eating meat while simultaneously being upset about this. I live in a pretty small area, and just this week I had to rescue 30 dogs from one house and 100 from another. I mean, to be fair, she had to put it down because it kept biting people. She didn't just put it down because she didn't want it anymore. At least that's what she says. I understand, but like, it's fucking wild. Like, literally train your fucking dogs, dude. What the fuck? Two kings, Erdogan and Joe Biden. Damn, bro, look at them dabbing each other up, dude. Joe Biden, you have 1 minute. Two kings. Two fucking kings, dude. Many people want dogs if you know what they're doing. So many of the shelters that were empty in my city last year are now way over capacity, and it breaks my fucking heart. And the people who are killing their pets can go chew bricks. What a piece of shit. Move. If you can't provide for a pet, don't get a pet. I mean, dude, all I'm gonna say is if you have it in your heart to fucking murder your dog, like that's crazy. And I say this as someone, as you guys know, I had a dog. I loved my dog, and he had fucking late stage, like advanced cancer, and I had no fucking clue. And I had to put him down, and it was a horrifying experience that lives with me. It's much easier to manage now. I mean, let's be real. It's been a year, and it gets better if you have puppies, or if you have a similar experience with your pet passing away. I am here to tell you that it gets better. It certainly gets better. But it's wild to just like be so careless. Do you have a dog now? No, I do not have a dog. Have you considered getting another dog? Yes, of course. And I will eventually, just not yet. I'm taking care of Marat's dog from time to time. I take care of my brother's dog, Fiona, who I love as well. I mean, I love all dogs, so. Yes, the painting behind me is of fish made by Rakes. Anyway, get a cat? Fuck no. No. The cats are fucking dicks, dude. My friend has a cat. I went to his house the other day, and this cat just fucking... I know this cat since he was a little fucking baby, okay? I've known this cat since it was a little kitten. So I thought, like, I have enough clout. You know, I've seen you fucking, you know... I saw you when you could barely walk, bitch. Right? And this cat has no respect for me. Okay? He just jumps up and, like, at first he's like, come on, pet me, right? He's like, come on, pet me. He starts, like, dabbing me up with his head. I'm like, all right, chill. We got, like, a good relationship going, and this cat respects me because he, like, remembers that, like, I've been there when he was a little kitten, right? And then out of nowhere, this motherfucker just flips, dude. What's up with cats? Like, why are cats so fucking crazy? Like, cat went from like, yeah, fucking pet me to like, just kidding, bitch. I'm gonna bite your fucking arm now. And I'm like, why would you do that? Like, what happened? Did I fucking not pet you well enough or something? Like, yeah, they are like my ex. That was your mistake. You never have enough clout for a cat. Cats are super sensitive. Nervous systems is a reaction when they get sensory overload. Okay, first of all, oh god, fucking cat Andy's in the chat, dude. Literally, cat owners will use any amount, like, we'll say just untold things to justify the behavior of their pets that are just simply not domesticated, and would literally eat all of us and murder us like that if they were larger in size. Okay? Like, literally, that's what cats are. Let's be real. But like, no, cat owners will just like use any opportunity to be like, dude, that was your fault. That's your fault that like this sociopathic apex predator that happens to be pocket sized lives inside of this house, and therefore is like, this pocket sized fascist murderer can't kill you only because of size. Pit bulls, question mark? Dude, pit bulls are... It's so funny that people say pit bulls. Like, pit bulls are literally cuddlier and dumber and cuter than cats any day of the fucking week. Like, pit bulls are gigantic. Bigger sizes are called tigers and lions. Yo, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what cats are. Anyway. I don't even know if you could like... I don't even know if you could train a cat. Like, I feel like even if you train a cat, they're just still sick. Like, they're sick freaks in so many ways, dude. And like, people respect that, which is fine. Like, yeah, you're a cuck. It's cool. Like, I want unconditional love, okay? Sorry. The cat owners constantly are like, dude, I'm elite, dude. I have an elite mega brain. That's why I like cats. Because I want to be fucking... I want to constantly, like, beg at the altar of this deity that lives with me, that, like, I have to fucking, you know... Like, it's the cat's house. I'm just living in it, and I have to, like, abide by its rules. Okay, got it, dude. That's what you like. It's fine. Not for me. Probably toxoplasmosis, though. I'm just letting you know. I'm a veterinarian, and about 50% of the cats I do exams on want to kill me. Cats can be wonderful or complete assholes. Not much in between. Dog's value equals the ability to grow up and molest it without reaction. They love that shit, dude. What are you talking about? They love it. That's awesome. Yeah. Like, you use terms like that all you want, but like, dogs literally love getting their fucking bellies rubbed. They're just chill as fuck. They love cuddling, getting their bellies rubbed, going out on fucking walks. Like, what's not to like, dude? They're so fucking low maintenance. You know what I mean? It's like... Also, dogs have boundaries too, like cats. It's just that they're not fucking dickheads about it, you know? Dog Andes can't handle that more people have cats, so they lash out. I don't get it. Like, I literally don't understand it. It's not for me.
World stage in Brussels this morning for that NATO summit after spending time with Queen Elizabeth on Sunday and getting ready for that face-to-face meeting with Russian leader Vladimir Putin. Let's go to Chief White House correspondent Cecilia Vega, who is live in Brussels this morning for us. Good morning, Cecilia.
Robin, good morning to you. Happy Monday. So much of this first foreign trip for President Biden has been really about trying to convince allies that the era of Donald Trump is over. These differences, they are on full display here this morning in these meetings underway right now. President Trump, he said NATO was obsolete just a few minutes ago. President Biden said these NATO alliances are a sacred obligation. This morning, President Biden in Brussels, where he will...
What the fuck? Why is it... Why are our NATO alliances a sacred obligation? Just say that, like, you need it to maintain, like, American hegemonic power and move on. Like, I don't understand. What is the sacred... Like, what's the sanctity of NATO, dude? What the fuck? Biden is using all tariffs and sanctions Trump used. Yeah, it's really funny. Blinken was like, yeah, we're going to negotiate with Iran. Also, all the sanctions that Trump had on Iran, still in place. Most of them, still in place. You could say this new diplomatic sprout in Brussels is a never mind. Oh, God.
Try to convince NATO leaders that America wants to be a partner following 4 years of President Trump bashing the alliance.
NATO is critically important.
Avoiding the war in Europe is NATO's purpose? No, it's not. What the fuck? Dude, literally open a history book. NATO's entire purpose is to have, like, to fucking surround Russia. Okay? That's it. The sacred power of eradicating communism. And now it's just like to, again, get everybody to fucking go along with whatever the fuck America wants to do in its endless imperial conquest.
For U.S. interest in and of itself.
On the agenda, ensuring stability in Afghanistan after U.S. and NATO forces withdraw by September 11th, climate change, and Russia. President Biden says he and Vladimir Putin do agree on one thing. Relations between the two countries are at...
Russia doesn't have the best track record when it comes to not invading his neighbors. Yeah, unlike all these other countries that we're heavily aligned with. But it's okay when people that we decide can invade their neighboring countries. It's not okay when Russia does it. I mean, I don't think it's okay when Russia does it either. Just don't get me wrong. But like, Russia has more of a claim. This is going to trigger the fuck out of people. Russia has more of a claim on Ukraine than Israel has on Golan Heights. And I don't hear motherfuckers at NATO complaining about that shit. Okay? Like, get mad all you want, but like, you know, kind of weird. Is Russia still the USSR? No, of course not. Anyway, hold on. I'll be back in 1 second.
Let me make it clear. I think he's right. It's a low point.
And now, new details about that high-stakes summit. It will be split into 2 sessions. And unlike that shocking moment following President Trump's meeting where he held a joint press conference and told the world he trusted Putin's election interference denials over his own intelligence community's findings.
He just said it's not Russia. I will say this. I don't see any reason why it would be.
President Biden says he'll be alone at his press conference.
I don't want to get into being diverted by did they shake hands, how far did they talk, who talked the most, and the rest. Now, he can say what he said the meeting was about, and I will say what I think the meeting was about.
In England, the president reassuring G7 leaders that America wants to lead by example. The group coming together to donate 1 billion COVID vaccines to poorer nations and calling on China to respect human rights. But there was disagreement.
Yeah, I guess, like, is NATO gonna turn its interest on China now instead of Russia, the new communist threat? Very dangerous to teach people that the Russian invasion is in any way acceptable. I mean, it's not. It's not, but like, there's more of a historic claim there that they could make than fucking Israel could on Golan Heights. Okay? It's still not acceptable. But you understand what I'm saying, right? Pepela half-ass comparisons. Bad comparison, but you're right. I mean, okay, I'll use fucking Turkey. It's like saying Turkey, as a consequence of the Ottoman Empire, has like historic territorial claim on the areas that it invades. It's still unacceptable. You know what my position is, and Turkey shouldn't do it. And I talk about it all the fucking time. So maybe it's better that I use Turkey instead as an example. I'm not saying Pepega historic claim just because you used to own something does not make it yours. I know it doesn't. I know that. I understand that. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? There are countries that the United States aligns with unconditionally that do shit that where there's no historic basis to all the fucking time. Hello. Do you get what I'm saying? Okay, got it. Like, even in a world where they try to justify the actions that the United States engages in regularly, as far as imperialism, or United States allies engage in regularly, some of these other countries that the U.S. literally fucking criticizes for annexing other parts and whatnot have more of a historic claim on the areas that they have fucking annexed. Doesn't make it acceptable. It does not make it acceptable, even remotely. Okay. So it's okay when Russia does it, but not Israel? No, it's not okay for neither. It's not okay for either of those things. Okay? Hey, let's keep going.
Agreement over just how tough to be on Beijing. A whirlwind 8-day trip. President Biden and the First Lady also met the Queen at Windsor Castle, where the president inspected the guards, later telling reporters he had such a good time, he invited the 95-year-old monarch to visit the White House.
She reminded me of my mother. In terms of the look of her and just the generosity. I said, I wish we could stay longer. She was very gracious.
Well, as for that Putin summit, President Biden, he's been pretty tight-lipped about the details. We do know that among the issues they are going to discuss, definitely cybersecurity, human rights, of course, arms control. Putin, he's been speaking out. He talked over the weekend. He called President.
Yo, they could fuck, dude. Just saying. Same age, pretty much. Sorry.
He's been speaking out. He talked over the weekend. He called President Trump an extraordinary and talented individual. George, as for President Biden, Putin called him, quote, a different kind of person.
Well, hey there, G.
Sorry. He literally just said the queen reminds him of his mother. I don't understand, bro. You guys are like fucking 3 years apart. Chill out, Joe. Sinema missed the vote on January 6th for a marathon as she broke her foot. Sinema is an avid athlete who's been helping spearhead bipartisan... Dude, oh my gosh, the fucking marathon runner. Oh, God. It's like personality traits that I fucking get annoyed by. Sorry. Shouts out to all the marathon runners in the chat. You guys do something that I don't know how you're capable of doing. But like most marathon runners I know absolutely fucking suck, dude. They're like, I don't know why they don't get as aggressively attacked as like the CrossFit weirdos. Because like CrossFit people are just like, they're so unbearable. Luckily, it's no longer as like popular, so people shut the fuck up about just like doing CrossFit now. But there was a time and place where there was just like, dude, shut up about your fucking idiotic, like awful fucking form, dog shit Olympic style training that you do that's going to injure you. That was created by a guy who's like 350 pounds and has never worked out a day in his life. Okay, and is like a fucking reactionary grifter. Anyway. But like marathon runners somehow don't get that same kind of scrutiny. This is the first I've heard about people into marathons. You're a very fortunate person. Hi Hasan, could you please react to the YouTuber Nico Omalana running for London mayor or no? Marathons go back to ancient Greece. Oh, shit, dude. Never mind then. So does pedophilia. It doesn't make it acceptable. I'm on fire today, dude. I'm on fucking fire today. I don't know why I don't know why I came out with some fucking... with absolute fucking flamethrowers this morning, okay? Jesus Christ. This was pretty funny. Good job, AOC. Charlie Johnson writes, Marjorie Taylor Greene says COVID is a bioweapon because God would never create a fatal illness that harms people. AOC says, tell me you've never read the Bible without telling me you've never read the Bible. She's so hip. She's so hip and with it, dude. This is like Zoomer speak right here. It is actually a good take, though, so I'll hit her with a like. And honestly, it is really ironic that she says, I mean, I love this, dude. Actually, you know what? I fucking love Marjorie Taylor Greene because like this is old school. You know what I mean? This like reminds me of George W. Bush era conservatism. You know what I mean? Like, do conservatives even talk about this anymore? I feel like this is not some shit that they're into anymore, you know? It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool to bring back like a very old school. What's she gonna say next? Like, we need to stop stem cell research. Like, it's a throwback. A lot of you Zoomers weren't alive back when, like, you know, the Republican Party would run off this like, I don't believe in evolution and I don't believe that we should be doing stem cell research. Like, that's like early 2000 era fucking conservatism, which is pretty cool. It's retro. It's retro. She's bringing it back in fucking fashion, which I love personally. It makes me happy to fucking see, you know? Said this week she does not believe in evolution. I don't believe in that type of so-called science. Was she saying Green leaned on religion to explain the origins of the coronavirus? Why is there any need to create a virus that would spread rapidly to a population to make people sick and kill them? That's a bioweapon. Green Notice doesn't support so-called gain-of-function research in which lab technicians modify a virus to develop vaccines and other medications. I think you make comments like this. Remember how I was talking about vibe checks? Like Detective HasanAbi would fucking jail you for failing a vibe check. I think you make comments like this, you're like, okay, you're no longer a congressperson. Like, just put one of her fucking aides in her position and like have her run around like a monkey until she is at the end of her term, and actually just like don't let her run again. You know what I mean? Like, it's just so stupid. Like, how is this person, how does this person have power? It blows my mind. I don't buy it because I don't believe in evolution, the freshman Republican for Georgia added. I don't believe in that type of so-called science. I don't believe in evolution. I believe in God. Context. Green, who supports conspiracy theories, including QAnon, has made several controversial, often debunked statements since running for office. Pretty good. This notion that like God would never have a disease murder a bunch of people is pretty funny. That's like literally r/atheism levels of delusion, because it's like that's what like baby's first atheist approach is, literally, to be like, yeah, if there's such a fucking all-knowing and all-loving, omnipotent, omnipresent God, like, why did it fucking create disease? Like, why did it do all these plagues? You know what I mean? And it's like, or floods, or any number of different like cataclysmic events in the fucking Bible. Once again, these dumbasses don't know anything. Like, they don't know anything about the fucking values that they supposedly espouse, dude. But if there's one thing they do know, that at the top of the hour, there's always a 60-second ad break, right? And that is the first of the day for today. If you'd like to no longer see those ads, obviously, you can subscribe. You can do it for $5, or you can subscribe for free with a fucking Twitch Prime, So there is that. If you'd like to do that, you can do that. That was a good-ass segue, bitch. Let's go. What is this? This is truly unbelievable. Oh, I saw this. This is a great ad, dude. This is a great TikTok. We're going to watch it in a second. Let me run the ad now. Oh, shit. I just accidentally fucking scrolled on Twitter. Like, what the fuck am I doing? Very risky. Here's the 1 minute ad break now. Okay, let's watch this. This is really fucking awesome, dude. This is so great.
When I was growing up, my father was always trying to out me. Well, here I am, free, proud, and gay as can be.
My father suddenly died while I was in college, and I wasn't sure about my future. But here I am today, 78, proud, and still chugging along.
Growing up, I was terrified to come out to my mom, but I finally worked up the courage to do it, and she encouraged me to be myself. Well, here I am.
This is me at 20, 1 year before attending my first Pride. I was uncertain of who I was. Now, 55 Prides later, I know exactly who I am.
The old gays are unshakable.
The Pride Shake is now available at all U.S. Shake Shacks.
Wow.
They're donating a portion of the proceeds to the Trevor Project.
Dude, how fucking nuts is that, dude? Bro, you're like, this plays with your emotions. Like, this should be illegal, dude. I mean, ultimately, the Trevor Project is a very good charity, so I don't hate on it too much. Like, I can't hate on this too much, but, like, this literally is, like, what the fuck, dude? Up until this moment, you're like, oh my God, this is so cute. Like, this is so cute. And they're like, bam! Directly in your fucking face, dude. It's crazy. It's fucking crazy. That ad segue is better than like... That ad segue is better than anything I could ever come up with. Like... the shake turns you gay, brother. We are gay and capital owners. Shake Shack is killing it. Can't wait until next month when they do the same for closeted homophobes. Says the CEO of Cooming. I mean, it's like a decent fucking ad. But it's just, I think they went too far in the other direction. Like, it's too authentic. It feels like it feels like you're exploiting these dudes like backgrounds. You know what I mean? I don't know. It was pretty funny. It's like I saw this. I saw this. This is not a real ad, right? This is just like people making fun of this, right? Really no fuss. I've struggled with my body and my sexuality my whole life. That's why I'm partnering with Amazon Prime. Just the two of us. Like, what the fuck, dude? I mean, that's not a real ad. I think she's just making fun of these sorts of ads, but... Congratulations on the names king. I was just wondering whether or not there would be any more Gamba. Asking for a friend, of course. Not me, but I heard there's some people down bad in chat. Thank you. Very good stream. Very nice head size. Just asking for a friend. Yeah, dude. Minneapolis news being suppressed by Twitter. What's going on? You guys keep posting this. Someone got, I think, a white supremacist attack happened in Minneapolis last night. We'll look at it in a little bit. Anyway, Afro-Latina people are calling out this movie Lin-Manuel Miranda worked on because there's little to no representation of their community in a film that takes place in a part of New York where they're primarily the demographic of. Oh, what is this? This is the In the Heights, right? I mean, it's fucking Lin-Manuel Miranda, dude. What were you expecting?
The late nights you taste beans and rice and syrup and shaved ice. I ain't gonna say it twice. Turn up the street lights. We taking the flight to a... I
think Afro-Latina people should have been excited to be spared of this fucking cringe fest. You know what I'm saying? Sorry. This Afro-Latino take is so fucking bullshit. I was talking to my PR girlfriend, or my Puerto Rican girlfriend who has covered the story and interviewed the cast. It's just Afro-Latino erasure because they are not black enough. Wait, really? They got Tim Kaine in the membrane. I thought he meant public relations girlfriend. Yeah, Lin-Manuel Miranda was being based by fucking... by helping Afro-Latina people avoid the cringe fest. Washington Heights.
Congratulations on In the Heights. It was a lovely musical, but as a Black woman of Cuban descent, specifically from New York City, it would be remiss of me to not acknowledge the fact that most of your principal actors were light-skinned or white-passing Latinx people. So with that, what are your thoughts on the lack of Black Latinx people represented in your film?
Yeah, I mean, I think that was something we talked about, and I needed to be
something that we talked about and deliberately chose not to participate in. I mean, I don't think any of those people are white passing, but Like, I'm white passing. You know what I mean? I don't think those people would pass, but what do I know?
Educated about, of course. In the end, you know, when we were looking at the cast, we tried to get the people who were best for those roles, and that specifically, and we saw a lot of people like Daphne or Dasha. But I hear you on, you know, trying to fill those cast members with darker skin. I think that's a really good conversation to have. Something that we should all be talking about.
I didn't realize until making this movie that I didn't really get to see myself or people that look like my siblings that are darker.
One of the 4 leads is black. One is 100% Mexican.
Darker than me.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't watched this, so I don't know what the fuck's going on
screen, and I didn't realize how much that affected the limitations that I put on myself, being someone who wanted to be an artist.
Nah, bro, this shit pisses me off. Like, so what? I'm white passing and I'm not Hispanic. Hear this shit all the time. Besides, go to the South. That ain't white passing bullshit. I'm Latinx and black. Why do you not have more of me in this movie? I mean, so okay, so colorism is a huge problem in Latino communities. Okay, so. Yes, Afro-Latino people absolutely get fucking they are at the intersectionality of xenophobia and racism. So it's definitely an issue. Like, it certainly does occur. Your chat literally knows nothing about the world, Jesus. Dude, why the fuck would a bunch of white people know anything about this? Come on. Like, this is, listen, dude, this is like tier 3 race relations, okay? Like, most motherfuckers are like, what's systemic racism? Like, this is way beyond that, dude. Like, liberals learn about systemic racism and then they still forget that, like, I don't know, that, like, Latino people could be racist, you know what I mean? Like, they'll, like, shut off another part of their brains that way. But yeah, I mean, most communities have this kind of attitude towards whiteness as a consequence of colonialism. It is one of the never-ending intergenerational signatures of colonialism, specifically in the West. Not the same in like with Asian culture, you can say that too, but it gets a little bit more different in Asian culture. I think it's more classist in China, for example, rather than like Western expansions. I've talked about the differences, but there is still a fairness in there's still like fairness that that Chinese people care about. India is more a consequence of colonialism, but in China, colorism comes originally from classist undertones. Like, you are fair-skinned if you spend more times indoors, and therefore you're from a wealthy family. It's kind of, it has like classist roots, like, for example, in countries like Kenya, or in some African cultures, being pleasantly plump or being fatter is regarded as a class position, right? So that's what is seen as like more valuable. You come from a wealthier family because you've been well fed. So there is still a classist undertone in a lot of that. But yes, minority groups and marginalized communities still have hella colorist standards that they uphold, whether on purpose or inadvertently. So yeah. So welcome to learning about that.
Artist and be an actress, and even be in the Latin music industry, being Afro-Latina. I feel so blessed we get to.
But I do think it's kind of weird to just be like, there's black people in the movie, but they're not black enough. Like what the fuck? What are you trying to say? Like, I mean, it's like the inverse of that almost. You know what I mean? Like, what are you saying, that they're not like? That's kind of fucked up, dude. Like, if there's black people in the movie in the main cast, and you're like, Sorry, you're just fucking not black enough, even though you are Afro Latina. It's like, okay. I mean,
to express the diversity that is within the Latinx community in a way that we haven't been able to see on screen, because so many times we're put on screen in one particular way, and since we get so little opportunities, everyone wants to claim that one story because it's all we got.
I think it's important to note though that in the audition process, which was a long audition process, there were a lot of Afro-Latinos there, a lot of darker skinned people. And I think they were looking for just the right people for the roles, for the person that embodied each character in the fullest extent. And I think we are all very much like our characters, so much so that in a lot of times it didn't even feel like we were acting. They just kind of let us live in there. And because the cast ended up being us, and Washington Heights is a melting pot of Black and Latinx people, John and Lynn wanted the dancers and the big numbers to feel very truthful to what the...
I mean, this looks like, I don't know, this looks pretty fucking diverse to me, but... like, what the fuck?
Community looks like.
Did you not see that in the dancers as well?
Those are roles that historically we've been able to fill, right? We've been able to...
No shit, you're white? No one in Washington Heights looks like this? It's a movie, dude. Of course no one looks like this. What the fuck do you mean? Since when are movies documentaries? People also don't fucking dance in the middle of the street, dude. Yeah, they're shredded and attractive and can dance like a motherfucker. What do you mean? Like, it's a Broadway musical, dude. Like, movies are supposed to be a one-to-one comparison of real life. It has to deal with Hollywood as a history of only putting fair-skinned people on screen, you mean? That's why I imagine people are upset it's not black enough.
To be the dancers, and we've been able to be in the hair salons and, you know, this and that, but like a lead, you know, that's the breakthrough. We want to see Black people in the Heights. We want to see Afro-Panamanians, Black Cubans, Black Dominicans. You know, that's what we want to see, and that's what, you know, we were yearning for and hoping for.
I hope that at least that encourages more people to tell more stories and get out there and do it right then.
There is a long history of colorism and pigmentocracy in Latin America. And with that, what would you say to folks who say that in the Heights privileges white passing and light-skinned Latinx people?
I would say that that's a fair conversation to have. I mean, listen, we're not going to get everything right in a movie. We tried our best on all fronts of it. I do think there's something to be said about sharing in experiences, and me never trying to say I know what I'm doing, but to just give room to everybody to speak up about.
Did you even watch the movie? No, of course not, dude. What the fuck? But I don't even know where I would watch it, and I'm probably not gonna watch it. I don't like Broadway musicals, man. Like, is it on HBO Max? I think the problem is that a lot of main roles end up going to lighter skinned actors. That's not the fault of the actors themselves because they're just trying to work. I mean, I don't think they get mad at the actors. Or if people get mad at the actors, they're being fucking ridiculous, dude. Jesus Christ. But why do so many chatters have a problem with the term Latinx? Because it's not a term that Hispanic or Latino people use, and using it over and over again, especially when you're like white, makes you seem kind of fucking out of touch. Now, there's obvious reasons as to why, and I talk about it all the fucking time. Like, the chatters that are getting upset at it or making fun of it, some of them are white, but that's not like, that's not the main makeup of the chatters that make fun of Latinx, okay? A lot of fucking Latino people make fun of Latinx. X is X. Like, it's not even, that's why I say Latina, which is like a better, more appropriate fucking term to use than Latinx. Okay? I just do it because, you know, it's kind. I want to be kind. But other than that, like, unless someone is like, I'm Latinx, like, I'm probably not going to use it. Especially because, like, it's fucking stupid. And putting an X behind it is, again, it's, like, really stupid. It's a really, really, really fucking stupid way. And it's, like, I've talked about it. It reeks of, like, and I know people are going to say it was a Puerto Rican person that came up with Latinx as a concept or whatever the fuck. And it's not, like, a white person. But it literally reeks of, like, cultural imperialism. To be like, oh, your language has, like, gender. Your language has, like, you have a gendered language. We're going to try to make that gender neutral, but in the most Western-focused, like, American way possible by slapping an X on the fucking ass side of the word. Like, that's so stupid, dude. It literally reeks of, like, linguistic imperialism. Like, I'm going to tell you, a Hispanic person or a Latino person, like, that you are wrong and this is how you're supposed to fucking say it, and use literally use like a fucking letter that doesn't even fit there. It's so weird. You should have just said Latina if they wanted to make it gender neutral and, like, not fucking stupid. But they didn't. They said Latinx, and now it's dumb as fuck. And now everybody who, like, tries to use it to be polite sound fucking out of touch and stupid. Okay? Like, it's literally like... Anyway. White people are really good at telling non-whites how to express their culture. Yeah, like, it's just so dumb. As a Hispanic, I agree with your take on the use of Latinx. Anyway. Yeah, Latinx, dude.
What we're doing at that moment.
And I'll just add, like, this, I hope that this is cracking that glass ceiling, because I do hope to see my brothers and sisters that are darker than me lead these movies.
It's not your place to decide if it's a legitimate term or not. Lots of Latin American people use it, as do I as a genderqueer Puerto Rican. Yeah, guess what? If you want me to refer to you as Latinx, like, I will happily do it. But the reality is, one, because it's literally supposed to be gender neutral, and a lot of people are fucking transphobic in Latin American countries as well. The overwhelming majority of Latino people straight up do not abide by that standard or agree by it. So I wouldn't use generalities or try to use, like, the majority argument there, because, again, only, like, what is it, like, fucking 2% of people 2% of people agree with Latinx. Like, you can try to speak for everyone, but, you know, the reality is a lot of cishet Latinos are also fucking transphobic. Okay? Like, it's not exactly a fucking slam dunk, dude. About 1 in 4 U.S. Hispanics have heard of Latinx, but just 3% use it. Especially because there's an X. Only cringe Latinos in the U.S. use it. They don't even speak Spanish, I bet. Young people here in Mexico use it, but mainly rad libs, and white people read me. Anyway. You'll use it when asked, and in the meantime, you're going to stir chat about how it's dumb and white. I mean, I still think it's dumb. Yeah. I think Latin A is better than Latin X. You know? Maybe one day it will truly change it, but maybe one day that culture will change. But I've like never... I have yet to meet... Buddy's getting canceled for this? No, I'm not. I've yet to meet a Latino person in the wild to be like, yeah, please refer to me by Latinx. Like, I have yet to be. Transphobia is okay when it comes from marginalized people? What? Do you think it's fucking transphobic to use an X when the substitute of Latine is a better substitute than slapping an X? Like, what the fuck? It's literally a fucking American, a predominantly fucking English-speaking language enforcement on a language that has gender in it. Anyway, you literally said, I don't use Latinx because cishet Latino people are transphobic. No, I said I don't use Latinx normally because the overwhelming majority of people that I speak to would look at me like I'm a fucking out-of-touch white person for using it, okay? And that is the fucking truth. If 97% of Hispanic and Latino people don't use Latinx as a way to fucking describe themselves, then me using it as a white guy is going to make me look more out of touch. So that's what I'm saying. And you are trying, I feel like, very hard to not understand this very obvious fucking point that I'm making. Chatter's wrong. Most Hispanic people absolutely hate the term Latin and Hispanic because it lumps people together unnecessarily. Most prefer to be called by their actual cultural background: Mexican, Puerto Rican, El Salvadoran, etc. Yeah. It'll make you look like a gringo. Yeah. I'm not trying to fucking look like a gringo right now, okay? I'm trying to look like I'm with it. Trying to not look like a pinche gringo. I'm trying to look hip. Which is why I use Latiner whenever I describe. That's gender neutral. That's what I used to say. There's also terms like mestizo and mulatto referring to white people mixed with indigenous or African descended people. I mean, yeah, that's... Say foo and you with it. Anyway. Okay. Hispanic LGBT plus communities use Latina, by the way. Latinx hasn't even caught on amongst Latinos. It never will. The term is an English language contrivance, not a real gesture at gender inclusivity. Like, people get so butthurt about this, dude. It's like one thing that they just refuse to acknowledge. Like slapping an X on the ass cheeks of Latino is just like such a weird way to go about gender neutrality. Anyway. Well, I don't use Latinx. I'm from Puerto Rico. I think it's worth discussing how many Hispanic people accept non-gendered language. It is definitely not widely accepted by Spanish-speaking communities, despite being more inclusive. Yeah, that's the other thing. Like, if you've learned gendered language your entire life, it's very, very difficult to reconstruct it. And it's like such a fucking... It's such a minuscule part of like an overall gendered language to like try to make one aspect of it gender neutral and then get mad about it. You know what I mean? Butthurt, yikes. Shut up, bitch. You know what I mean? Like, the entire language is gendered. Now, of course, there are woke-ass languages out there, like fucking Turkish, that are already gender neutral. So I had to learn all these fucking gendered pronouns and shit when I was learning English, motherfucker. And they also, like, we only talk about it as Latino. Like, we only fucking slap a X on the ass cheeks of Latino. What about all the other fucking words that are just inherently gendered? Because Spanish is gendered. It's a language. Are people throwing X's on the... Are people throwing X's in the back of everything? No, seriously, like, they're not. So, what's up? Pendex. Anyway. I'm not reconstructing my native languages to appeal to white people's thirst for virtue signaling. It's not white people. It is definitely non-binary people that are Latine or Latinx that are pushing for this. Joe Biden is live, by the way, talking to NATO, but I don't know if we're interested in this at all. I'm a green Gekies. Let's hear it. Let's hear what he has to say.
We're still averaging the last 7 days loss of 370 deaths per day. 370 deaths. That's significantly lower than at the peak of this crisis, but it's still a real tragedy. We're approaching a sad milestone. Almost 600,000 lost lives because of COVID-19 in America. My heart goes out to all those who've lost a loved one. I know that black hole that seems to consume you, that fills up your chest.
Pinche gringo again?
When you lose someone who's close to you that you adored. That's why I continue to say to America.
Okay, I'm fucking falling asleep already. Spanish is the colonizer language, though. It was brought in by white Spaniards, and Portuguese folk and indigenous people are mocked for not speaking it. I mean, that's also true. You are literally correct. Anyway, so yeah, we looked at the woke musical. We solved racism, I think, and colorism in the Afro-Latino community. So now, yeah, that was so boring. I do want to watch this. This one fucking pissed me off. Why Spanish? Why Spanish exclusively, not French and German? Yeah, I don't know. That's the other thing. Like, I don't know what the fuck's going on there. Like, yeah, French and German could get some too. What's up, dude? Just saying. German isn't gendered, but French is? Yes, German is fucking gendered. What do you mean? Der, die, das is all... I mean, at least they have der.
5 Republican, 5 Democratic senators is proposing $1.2 trillion in an infrastructure compromise deal. $600 billion of that is new spending, they say, no tax hikes to pay for it. Would you vote yes or no on that package if it comes before you in the House?
You know, I think from what we've seen so far, and particularly the lack of climate action as well, I think adding to the severe lowering of our scope and scale and what we're seeking to do on ambition, I doubt it, frankly, in the current state of that proposal. And I think one of the things that's really important to communicate is that this isn't just 1.7 trillion. This is about an overall investment spread out over anywhere between 8 to 10 years, which is a very, very low amount of money. It's not going to create the millions of union jobs that we need in this country, particularly to recover from the pandemic. And it's not going to get us closer to meeting our climate goals, which are crucially important at this point in time.
As you well know, Democrats have 3 votes to spare in the House. So,
dude, this video, this fucking clip triggered the fuck out of me when I watched it. And you will understand in a second why. But like, the way that the media, especially Sunday shows, like, uphold this idea of bipartisanship for no reason other than like it should exist triggers the fuck out of me. Let's watch.
if the White House comes to you, if Democratic leaders come to you and say, this is the best you're going to get right now, would you and fellow progressives still say no to this?
Well, I think the thing is that this isn't the best that we can get. And I do think that we need to talk about the elephant in the room, which is Senate Democrats, which are blocking crucial items in a Democratic agenda for for reasons that I don't think hold a lot of water. And for folks saying, okay, you know, where are you going to get these 50 votes? I think we really need to start asking some of these Democratic senators where they plan on getting 60 votes. These 10 Republican senators, that there's a theory that we're going to get support for that out there, I think is a claim that doesn't really hold water, particularly when we can't even get 10 senators to support a January 6th commission.
Yeah, no, I hear.
So, oh yeah, no, I hear you, but also like I'm gonna go back to the question I had at hand. Like, I hear you, but I kind of don't hear you. Okay, so in what fucking world are you gonna get 10 Republicans to sign on to an infrastructure bill when, as AOC correctly pointed out, they won't even like sign off on the January 6th commission after we basically said, or the Democrats basically said, like, you can have whatever you want, after they claimed that they were on board with it? What planet? Like, why is mainstream media behaving in this way as though Republicans are genuine in their fucking posturing about bipartisanship and not simply weaponizing it against the Democratic administration, which they seek to undermine by placing unnecessary hurdles in front of it? It's so fucking dumb. It's also dumb considering that even old man Jim Crow Joe literally has said, yeah, fuck off. We're not doing that. Like, we're not going to fucking do this like bipartisan compromise bullshit. We are working on budget reconciliation, and that means we need to, again, only operate on the Democratic Party lines, and that's it. Focus on motherfuckers in Arizona, okay? Like Kyrsten Sinema, even Mark Kelly potentially. Focus on, obviously, Joe Manchin, maybe Maggie Hasan. You know what I mean? Focus on the people that are going to become hurdles in this incredibly important and overall good, maybe not far enough, but overall decent fucking infrastructure proposal that are in the Democratic Party. It makes me so fucking mad that the media is even like creating this idea out there, just like even putting that fucking idea out there that Republicans genuinely want an infrastructure bill. Like, what's the difference? What's the difference, motherfucker? What happens? We get a shittier bill with 60 votes? Like, why is that somehow better? Why? Why is that magically fucking better, dude? Why is that magically better? Is there a particular reason, or is it just because, like, you know, it has to be bipartisan?
And so I think that the argument that
but on this particular bill, they have 5. And, you know,
Oh, fuck, they had 5 on this particular bill. Shit, dude. I didn't realize that, like, 5 meant 10. How does 5 get to 10 then, dumbass? Explain to me the math there. Do you have 5? Are you going to whip the 5 votes? Stupid. Are you going to go to Congress and whip those 5 fucking votes in the Senate? Huh? Are you going to find 5 people to vote for it? Genuinely? God damn, dude. NA education. Dumbasses. There's 5. Oh, shit, dude. I didn't realize when there's 5, that means there's 10.
My understanding is that it is possible, if everything comes together, they could get 10. So just on infrastructure.
Oh. Yo, I swear to God, look, I would never be in AOC's shoes. But if I was, I would just have fun with it at this point. Like, I would literally just be like, oh, 5? Okay. Well, what's her name? This is Dana Bash, right? Is that her name? I don't fucking... This is Dana Bash, right? That's her name? You're like, all right, Dana. Are you going to whip the 5 votes? Call me. Call my office. You have my number. Call my fucking office when you've whipped 5 votes for me, okay? And then we can have another conversation, okay? We can have a separate conversation at that point where you can tell me, describe to me, why it's better to have a bipartisan bill that is shittier and neutered when you can pass a more comprehensive proposal with just a pure majority. Because you don't even have the 5, dude. You don't even have 5 extra votes. So shut the fuck up. And not only that, not only do you not have the 5 extra votes, you don't even have any actual legitimate consideration. Like, you don't have an actual fucking idea that, like, the 5 Republicans are gonna even vote for it. You don't even have the 5. They're lying. They lie all the fucking time, and they're lying right now. And this makes me sick to my fucking stomach, dude. I hate mainstream media for this reason, among many others, but this one especially. Because, like, this isn't like capitalism or socialism or anything. This is just straight up, you're lying to your audience regularly, routinely, trying to brainwash them into this understanding that, like, there should be bipartisan compromise. Why?
Yeah, well, I think then the question that we have to make is that there's a fork in the road, which is, do we settle for much less and an infrastructure package that has been largely designed by Republicans in order to get 60 votes, or can we really transform this country, create millions of union jobs, revamp our power grid, get people's bridges fixed and schools rebuilt with 51 or 50 Democratic votes? And I think
if there's a chance, shouldn't bipartisanship be taken? No. Why? Bipartisanship should only be regarded as an option if that's the only way that you can pass legislation. Like, no, if there is, first of all, bipartisanship is not a realistic solution here. It doesn't exist, right? But, like, why? Why? Why would you care about bipartisanship? Like, did you vote for Republicans and Democrats or some shit? Like, do you want Republicans to run the country? Then why did you vote for Democrats? Like, it makes no sense to me. Motherfuckers will, like, operate on this, like, team sports mentality. And that's the reason why they, like, vote a certain way. But then they turn around and they're like, but I kind of want Republican input too. Like, why would you want that? Aren't you a Democrat? Like, well, why does that make you feel like you've accomplished something good? Why would you ever want a bipartisan agenda when the Republicans openly state, like, the only thing that we care about is just preventing you from getting reelected? Do you think Republicans ever care or consider bipartisanship when they're writing legislation? No. It's so fucking pathetic. It's so fucking stupid. And it pisses me off, dude.
The argument that we need to make here is that it's worth going it alone if we can do more for working people in this country. You know, with 50 votes, we have the potential to lower the age of Medicare eligibility so that more people can be covered and guaranteed to their right to health care, as opposed to, 60 votes where we do very, very little. And the scope of that is defined by a Republican minority that has not been elected to lead.
Explain to me why this, like, Yeah, bipartisanship, right? McConnell says highly unlikely he'd let Biden fill SCOTUS vacancy in 2024 if GOP flips Senate. Why? Highly unlikely, dude. Bipartisanship, though. Bipartisanship means, like, again, allowing Republicans to just fucking do whatever the fuck they want, right? Bipartisanship, boys.
So let's talk about one of the specific issues that is blocked in the Senate right now, and that is voting rights. The House, including you, passed expansive voting rights legislation. That was back in March. Senate Democrats can't force a vote on it because West Virginia Senator Joe Manchin doesn't support that particular bill. He also doesn't support what you're suggesting, which is gutting the filibuster. I want our viewers to listen to something that you said about all that this past week.
H.R. 1 stands up against lobbyists and dark money. And I would reckon to think that this is probably just as much a part of Joe Manchin's calculus as anything else. Because when it comes to this bipartisan argument, I got to tell you, I don't buy it.
What exactly did you mean by that? Are you saying Joe Manchin's opposition is because he wants to keep political donations flowing?
Well, you know, I think that when we talk about opposition to H.R. 1 being just about voting rights, we aren't telling the entire story. H.R. 1 has sweeping lobbying reforms, and I believe that, you know, we have the influence of big money that impacts not just one party, but both parties in the United States Congress. And I do believe that that old way of politics has absolutely an influence in Joe Manchin's thinking and the way he navigates the body. I mean, the things that he cites, like this, I think, romanticism of a bipartisanship is about an era of Republicans that simply do not exist anymore. And I also believe that that the opposition to big money and dark money, you know, you have the Koch brothers and associated organizations from the Koch brothers really doing victory laps about Joe Manchin's opposition to the filibuster. I think that it's
so funny because, like, Joe Manchin literally is running defense for the Republican Party, which makes this worse. Because even if you care exclusively about, like, being a liberal or being a card-carrying Democrat, you have to recognize that, like, Joe Manchin literally runs defense for Republicans, because we don't even talk about the Republican Party when we hyper-focus on Joe Manchin being a fucking block for legislation. And it is ridiculous, dude. It's ridiculous. Bully this motherfucker, okay? Bully him. Threaten to remove him from committee positions. Like, what the fuck are we doing here, dude? There are things that you can do. Fuck.
Pretty
Call
open
him fat.
that these groups
Fat
exert
Joe
a
Manchin.
lot
I don't
of
think that's going to work. He's not overweight.
And as much influence as they can on members of Congress. And I think that, you know, that the older school way of accepting the role of lobbyists in Washington absolutely has a role in Joe Manchin's thinking.
I want to ask about what's going on at the Justice Department. The Attorney General, Merrick Garland, gave a speech on Friday talking about protecting voting rights. But the Justice Department, again, the Biden Justice Department, is under fire on a number of fronts. Gag orders against companies and journalists that are continuing defending anti-LGBTQ laws, trying to step in on a lawsuit against President Trump and shielding some Russia investigation information from public. What do you make of all that?
Yeah, and, you know, in addition to all of the suits that you had just mentioned, the Biden DOJ also decided that they were going to pursue action on arguing in court for U.S. citizens who reside in Puerto Rico to have lower eligibility for Social Security than their counterparts, U.S. citizens in the continental United States, essentially advancing second-class citizenship and continuing second-class citizenship for Puerto Ricans.
Why is AOC such a cuck? Elementary never wants to criticize the Biden admin. Now she won't even attack Manchin on CNN. Wait, what? Did you just not watch this video? Like, what do you... What? She did attack Joe Manchin. What do you want? She's literally in the process of criticizing the Joe Biden administration. What do you want her to do? Like, be like, Joe Manchin, I saw your dick I heard other people in Congress were peeing next to you, and they told me you got a tiny dick, dude. Fuck you, little Dick Joe Manchin. Like, what do you want? Is that what you wanted to say? You got a small peepee, Joe? What's up with that? Call him a farty boy.
On the island. And so I think the actions of Biden's DOJ has been extremely concerning. And it's not just on the actions on gag orders, which is also extremely concerning, but across the board, I don't believe that, while I believe that the emphasis on voting rights is appreciated.
Did you get one of the Nintendo Ambassador E3 packages? You're basically the biggest Nintendo fan on Twitch, to be honest. I don't think I'm the biggest Nintendo fan on Twitch. And no, I did not get that.
We aren't seeing a transformational DOJ that I think people have been looking forward to, and that is something that deserves a lot more questions.
I want to ask about top Democratic House leaders, and a dozen of your Jewish Democratic colleagues issued a statement criticizing your friend and colleague Ilhan Omar, Congresswoman from Minnesota, for what some Democrats said was a, quote, offensive and misguided remark that they say equated the U.S. and Israel with Hamas and Taliban, terrorist organizations.
You better fucking defend Ilhan Omar, AOC.
She was not doing that. But I want our viewers to read what you tweeted in response. You said, pretty sick and tired of the constant vilification, intentional mischaracterization, and public targeting of Ilhan Omar coming from our caucus. They have no concept for the danger they put her in by skipping private conversations and leaping to fueling targeted news cycles around her. First question is, what exactly did your fellow Democrats mischaracterize? And are you saying that they are to blame for some threats against her?
Yes. Say
well,
yes.
You know, I think...
Say yes.
I believe that her comments were absolutely mischaracterized. She was very clearly speaking about the ICC investigations, which name these 4 actors in 2 suits. And they name them in context of events that happened in Afghanistan with the United States and the Taliban, and in Palestine with Hamas and the government of Israel. And, you know, I think that to say that, and I believe that to assert that she was equating these 2 entities when she was speaking about the ICC investigations, in which all 4 parties are being investigated for instances of war crimes. I believe to assert that this was in equating these 2, I believe was not it was not a generous interpretation whatsoever. And we know that these very intense news cycles, which, by the way, this whole hubbub started with right-wing news outlets taking what she said out of context. And when we feed into that, it adds legitimacy to a lot of this kind of right-wing vitriol. It absolutely kind of increases.
Milquetoast I mean, she's being a politician. She's saying yes in the longest way that she can. She's not only saying yes, but she's also explaining like why it's damaging and blah, blah, blah. I mean, that is what she's saying. She's using the politician answer. I want her to stop acting like the Biden admin will ever give any leeway to progressives. So yeah, I don't think she's aggressive enough. Biden will absolutely cave to the Senate parliamentarian. And in the end, we will get the shittier bill. Why? I mean, the shittier bill's not going to get passed. I'm just letting you know. We're not going to get 10 votes. So it's either budget reconciliation or bust. There's no shot that there is no shot that if you think that there is a bipartisan legislation out there for infrastructure that Republicans are going to sign off on, like 10 of them, you are delusional, okay? You are completely delusional. And it will bust, absolutely. We'll see. I think so too. Like, I am a diehard pessimistic, not necessarily very optimistic about this administration.
That target, and as someone who has experienced that, you know, it's very difficult to communicate the scale and how dangerous, you know, that is. And so I think, as you know, as Speaker Pelosi said, we are putting this behind us, and I believe that we will ultimately come together as a caucus.
For the first time in 12 years.
Oh, also, in some good news, I guess, kind of. Israel's longest-serving leader, Benjamin Netanyahu, is narrowly defeated, and this ends his 12-year reign as prime minister. Philly's very own Bibi is no longer in power. Naftali is now taking over.
Years, Israel has a new leader, Benjamin Netanyahu's battle to stay in power.
The new guy is not better. He's like fucking more reactionary than Netanyahu, if that's even a feasible or possible or realistic thing. But I mean, the new guy literally worked under him and is further to the right. The only hope here is that, like, his agenda relies to a degree on a coalition with more liberal elements within the Knesset and even Arabs. So we'll see. That's the only, like, marginally better situation here.
Finally ended in defeat over the weekend after 4 extremely close elections in 2 years failed to unseat him. Naftali Bennett is the new prime minister, leading a fragile and politically diverse coalition government. President Biden has already called to congratulate him. Charlie D'Agata is in Jerusalem outside the Israeli parliament for us. Charlie, good morning. What happens now?
Tony, in a sign of the tensions that are all...
This is the Palestinians are not human tan right here. Okay. This is the tan you get on the Tel Aviv beaches when you're denying the existence of Palestinians, and then you like do broad scope coverage on what's going on in Israel from Israel. That's what happens. 3 buttons unbuttoned. This dude fucks. Oh, 100%. How much more right wing can the Israeli government get? Fucking, you know, we'll see.
Already here from day one. Normally there'd be a small inauguration ceremony at the prime minister's office, but Benjamin Netanyahu has declined to take part. Street celebrations broke out the moment it was announced that Benjamin Netanyahu's 12-year reign was over, at least for now.
I'm overwhelmed. I'm very happy. I've been crying for an hour.
It's a celebration. It's better than my birthday. I'm 25 years old, and I've never been more happy in my life.
Deep divisions remain, and the challenges ahead are many. But for those
libs, dude,
who have been pushing for Benjamin Netanyahu's exit, tonight there's cause for celebration. Not for everybody, Netanyahu greeted supporters who cheered him on after his loss, underlining the razor-thin margin, just a single vote that came at the end of a tumultuous session of parliament. Netanyahu, saddled with corruption cases he denies and defiant to the end, vowed to wage a daily battle, he said, in order to bring this government down. Ousted by the man he mentored, 49-year-old tech millionaire Naftali Bennett. The new prime minister underscored the importance of the relationship with the U.S.
It's kind of like American Live celebrating Biden. Yeah, but if like Biden literally, instead of running on like racial equality, Biden ran on like, no, we're going to like murder black people on the streets as well. Just fucking hold, just hold off. Because like that would be the liberal equivalent here. Do you understand? Like, at least American Democrats are, they say like, oh, no, we're very different. Like, we still want to give more money to the cops, but like, but like do it in a lib way. I guess not so different then, when you think about it.
Thanking the Biden administration for its backing during last month's conflict.
The Podjohns made a comparison saying, imagine if Donald Trump was replaced by Liz Cheney. That's pretty interesting. The Podjohns they throw out takes like that. I thought Tommy Vitor knew that Hamas was in the AP building. Surprised that the Podjohns had a good take like that.
in Gaza. But he doubled down on Netanyahu's criticism of Washington's pledge to renew talks with Iran over its nuclear program, calling it a clear mistake.
Yeah, I love that, dude. He's just like immediately shots fired.
He leads a shaky coalition that crosses the political spectrum from the far left to the hard right, including, for the first time, an Arab Islamist party. A coalition united by a singular goal that's already been achieved, getting rid of Benjamin Netanyahu. In that phone call between President Biden and Prime Minister Bennett last night, they discussed the importance of the alliance between the United States and Israel. The government faces its first real test tomorrow, a right-wing march that's planned. Hamas has already called for a day of rage. Adriana?
All right, Charlie.
Jesus Christ, dude. Anyway, okay, listen, it's top of the fucking hour, all right? Unexpectedly, there is a, of course, ad break here, okay? Not the best segue, I'm sorry. But, you know, it is one. We're going to move on to how feral people have gotten on fucking flights. Among other issues, there's a Zara head designer who's being like anti-Palestinian. It's not a segue. Well, they're not always great, okay? Shut the fuck up. Come on. Can't expect them to all be fuego, all right? Anyway, if you'd like to no longer see the ads, you can subscribe for $5 or for free with a Twitch Prime, baby. Here's the ad break now. They got to be fireman on a stack. What's up with the flight disturbance thing? First I'm hearing of it.
Welcome back.
People are... Chapo was talking about this already, but I agree. People are fucking feral, dude.
Back to CBS this morning. Air travel is bouncing back in the U.S. I took a flight to get here to New York. On Friday, TSA checkpoints screened more than 2 million people a day for the first time during the pandemic. But there's a lot more trouble in the air because of a growing number of disruptions on planes. These people
Damn, almost. I didn't realize there was almost a titty there.
had to subdue a man in the middle of a flight over the weekend. Errol Barnett is at Reagan National Airport outside Washington. Errol, it seems like there are more and more of these incidents.
Yeah, that's right, Adriana. I'm confident you were very polite and well behaved on your flight, but the reality is the FAA is reporting there have been more than 3,000 complaints of unruly passengers just since January 1. Compare that to the past decade, where the agency says it investigated 1,500 incidents total. And you're right, for the first time in recent memory, we're now seeing an off-duty flight attendant as the one allegedly causing the disruption, and it was all caught on video.
This was the chaotic scene aboard Delta Flight 1730 Friday night, as travelers were called into...
It's not even that nature is healing, dude. Nature is healing in the worst ways possible. You know what I'm saying? Like, people are just unhinged, dude. They don't know how to fucking behave around other humans. Like, they've completely lost touch with that. They forgot. They forgot how to be human beings. Okay, I got it, dude. I got the Zara designer story. Please stop linking it, okay? I'm going to get to it in a little bit. Please, I beg you. I beg you. I get it. Like, the head designer of Zara is a fucking racist towards a Palestinian model. I understood the fucking microcosm story that you want to talk about, okay? Please stop. Fuck me, dude. Holy shit.
action to assist the flight crew in subduing a disruptive man.
And then you hear the pilot from the cockpit going, if there's any large men on board, please come to the front of the plane immediately. We have a crazy passenger.
Brandon Azarian says he was seated near the off-duty Delta flight attendant who caused the scene and watched this struggle up close.
It's a huge fight. They get him down on the floor and he's flailing everywhere. His legs are flying in the air, his arms, he's screaming. There's passengers screaming, especially after a year of being locked up. We're all finally vaccinated, trying to fly, trying to travel.
That is indeed a large man.
And Just everyone is acting crazy on planes now, and it's making people not want to fly.
Earlier this month, another man was restrained after trying to breach the cockpit on a flight from LAX to Nashville.
I'm a flight attendant, and with the mask mandate staying until September, people are pissed. I've had to ban at least 10 people since I came back from furlough in May for being assholes to us and the rest of the crew. I'm not gonna lie, I fucking hate the mask mandate on planes, but I understand why it exists, because it's like one area where they like cycle the fucking air and shit. And there are, unfortunately, only 64% of adults in this country have been vaccinated with the first shot. So there are still plenty of people who don't want to get the fucking vaccine and shit. And, you know, it does suck. It does. And the people that act like it doesn't suck are ridiculous. I don't know why. Like, sometimes I feel like people just like wearing masks. Like they think that like masks are not inconveniencing remotely. It really doesn't suck that bad. I mean, it's still inconvenience. It's still an inconvenience, especially when you're working out. I hate it, dude. I really want California to lift the mask mandates so bad. It'd be sick. It'd be poggers. It'd be dope. It's not that bad. It's not. It's just fucking annoying. I would rather have everybody be vaccinated and have like vaccine passports. Straight up. Indoor gyms closed in CA? No. Yeah, I hate having to wear a fucking mask when I'm running on a treadmill. I mean, this is a ridiculous fucking way to react to it. Don't get me wrong. But in California, in Los Angeles, you still need to wear a mask when you're working out indoors, and it fucking sucks. And like, I loved it. I loved the mask mandate originally, but like at this point now, I'm just like, come on, dude. Just don't let people who haven't been vaccinated into the fucking into the gym. Straight up. I'm so on board with vaccine segregation, dude. I'm not even kidding. Oh, so on board. Fuck them. Hasan's anti-masker arc. I mean, dude, I'm Hasan's CDC arc. How about that? I'm Mr. CDC, bro. Yeah, gym COVID laws, fully on board. Sounds great to me. It's because your feelings towards the mask mandate prior to vaccination was self-preservation. Now that it's only sourced towards empathy, it's clearly lessened. Empathy towards people who refuse to get vaccinated, dude. What the fuck are you talking about? Like, literally always wear a mask then, forever. Actually, fuck the mask. We should literally live in bubbles then. You get that, right? Yeah. There are still vulnerable people. Yeah, no, I understand. My parents aren't letting me get the vaccine. I feel shitty. That's terrible, dude. Get that shit. Hasan, what the hell? So many people can't get vaccinated due to the shortages? Shortages of what? In America? Are you fucking delusional? Like, what are you talking about, dude? There are no vaccine shortages in America. We have so much of a fucking surplus that we're literally starting to give. We are the most selfish nation on the planet, and we're starting to give fucking vaccines to other countries. Not true. There are literally no shortages of vaccines in the United States of America. It is free, and it is literally like urged by the government for everybody. It's expiring. We have a surplus of vaccines, and motherfuckers are not even taking the vaccines, so they're like expiring, dude. Anyone who says we have a shortage of vaccines is so fucking delusional. You are literally looking for another reason to you know, justify your shit approach to this situation. Motherfucker, we're giving people guns so that they get vaccinated, so that hogs get vaccinated. We got lottery. We got people in Virginia getting guns for free. Like a free gun you get if you get vaccinated in a gun lottery. If you're talking globally, then that's entirely different. But I'm talking about America, baby. The same people who refuse to get vaccinated walked around killing 600K Americans. Fuck them. Dude. Anyone who says there's a shortage of vaccines in America is fucking insane. Okay? The real problem in America is shortages, or not shortages, surpluses. Look at this shit. You're crazy. You're fucking crazy. You're just lying. I don't know why you're lying. It's not true. We have a fucking surplus of vaccines. Yeah, the only thing that we have a shortage of is fucking brain cells in this goddamn country, dude. That's what it is. Oh my god. My friend rips his banana ice 2,500. I don't know what's in that shit. What? Yeah. Anyway. So yeah. I'm an advocate. I think that if we started saying that we're gonna do vaccine passports, more people would get vaccinated. I know dumbasses who didn't get vaccinated yet out of convenience. Like they literally are just like, ugh, I'm too lazy to go get vaccinated. Like I know people that still to this day have not gotten vaccinated, and they're gonna get vaccinated soon because they're gonna travel to fucking Europe. And they're like, oh, Europe will require us to get vaccinated. Like, good. Why haven't you gotten fucking vaccinated yet, dude? What the fuck are you doing? Yeah, motivate those lazy fucks to go get vaccinated, dude. Come on. Shut the fuck up. You have no excuse. You literally have no excuse, dude. It's fucking free. It's literally fucking free. And it's awesome. It's awesome that you get to, like, for a brief moment, you get to suspend your recognition that the United States is a horrible fucking country and remind yourself that, like, you have a brief moment of socialist or democratic socialist or social democratic policies. You, for a brief moment, you get, like, social welfare from your government. It's fucking sick, dude. It literally makes you feel good. Makes you feel patriotic where you're like, fuck. Like, the government can actually fucking protect me if they really get motivated for it. I think it's the best part of being vaccinated, which just makes you feel awesome. Like you can LARP as though you have free healthcare for a brief moment. It's so sick. It's great. I wish I could get vaccinated more, dude. Just to like feel as though I live under the sovereignty of a government that cares about me. You know what I mean? The place I got my shot at, free hospital merch, so I got this pretty sick water bottle. Only care about the vaccine so you can go out and party. I mean, I can go out and party. I don't give a fuck. I'm vaccinated, bitch. Yeah. I mean, not just party, but just like live life. Yeah, 100%. I straight up, 1000%, yes, absolutely want to return to normalcy. I mean, you're fucking weird for not wanting that. You're a selfish introvert with, like, I guess, some sort of, like, social anxiety that wants everyone to live in this, like, dark fucking corner that you've been existing in, I guess. Incredibly selfish. Yeah. Sorry, man. I don't want to fucking feel like death anymore, okay? Like... Like, I think kids should be able to go back to school in person socialize again. Sorry if I'm like fucking, you know, throwing boulders your way, but it's one thing if you want to personally be able to like live indoors for the rest of your life and not, you know, socialize with anyone. It's an entirely different thing to like try to justify it by pointing at fucking COVID. And then turning around and being like, you want everyone to be vaccinated so you can party? Yeah, no shit. I don't understand. Like, why is that a diss? Yeah, I want to fucking return to normal life, dude. I'm 30 years old. Like, I'm about to be 30, motherfucker. Duh. So stupid, dude. Yeah, send those kids back to school that can't get vaccinated and where we still don't know the long-term effects. Can definitely tell you're not a parent. HasanAbi L. I mean, I think we should vaccinate the kids too. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Yeah, I know California is lifting the mask mandate finally tomorrow.
There is light at the end of the tunnel in this pandemic.
Yes, Bay Area businesses and communities are gearing up to fully reopen tomorrow. And here at ABC 7, we have been counting down to June 15th because...
Bro, I'm literally gonna be fucking an anti-masker if California keeps up these policies. Like, Jesus Christ.
That's the day that the governor says our state's economy will fully...
I think kids can't get vaccinated yet because they aren't cleared as safe below a certain age. I think up to 12, they're good now, right? For Pfizer, they've been cleared.
And most COVID restrictions are going to go away. And now we are just hours away from that. ABC 7 News reporter Amy Hollyfield is live in San Mateo County, where one town is planning a party. Amy?
Hi, good morning. Yeah, here in Colma, can you picture this plaza celebrating with a big party? That's what the plan is for tomorrow. They're going to have barbecue and live music. They're going to honor and celebrate first responders and healthcare workers.
I've known 3 people who have died from this thing in my country. It's so slow on the rollout. You talking shit on people who can't get vaccinated is just really shitty. Dude, you have an unsolvable brain problem if you think I'm referencing you, okay? Like, I'm sorry that, like, every single time I shit on people who don't want to get vaccinated in the United States of America, which has the capability, while I literally have this fucking comment up on this screen, like, dude, I'm sorry, brother. Like, sucks to suck, but you're too fucking stupid to comprehend my words, okay? Like, literally, I sympathize with your position for being in a country that has the short end of the stick, but you're too fucking stupid to comprehend the words I am using right now. Like, my criticism is not for you, you fucking idiot. It's very clearly for Americans who are refusing to get the fucking vaccine. Shut the fuck up. Jesus Christ, dude. Fix your brain, motherfucker. God damn. Sorry, crying. Don't cry. Like, I literally have this up. I have this up in front of me. Well, what do you think I'm referencing? Like, people in fucking El Salvador or some shit? No. Please tell the chatters whose parents won't vaccinate them that they can bring a different guardian with them to get vaccinated. Let them know. Sorry for yelling at you, juicer. Anyway, people are wilding out.
While in May, this woman was charged with felony battery after video showed her punching a Southwest flight attendant.
That was crazy. We watched that, remember?
While air rage has been an issue for decades, this surge in conflict has some flight attendants scared to work. That's according to Sarah Nelson, the president of the Flight Attendants Association.
We are on track to have 60 times the number of unruly passengers as we might have had in a typical year.
Over just the last 6 months, the FAA says it received almost 3,000 reports of unruly passengers, mostly related to refusing to comply with mask mandates.
People have an idea that on the plane, it's a different set of rules. Not to mention all the stresses that people experienced over the last year, all the uncertainty.
Dude, a flight attendant yelled at me, dude. Everyone is so, like, wired right now when they're doing flights. I don't know if it's because, like, people are just fighting all the time, but I told you guys, like, I love that they hog-tied him. I was drinking Diet Coke, and, like, the Coke was literally in my hand. And I pulled the mask down to drink it because it's like impossible to fucking drink without the with the mask on. And the flight attendant yelled at me. Literally, like the Diet Coke was here. And I had my mask down. And while I was going up for a drink, she was passing by. She's like, you need to keep the mask up if you're not drinking. And I apologized immediately. Put the mask back up and stopped drinking the Coke altogether until she left. And then I fucking put it back down and drank it, but still, like, it's wild. People are on edge, dude. Drink through the mask, pussy. Yeah.
That they went through.
I apologized. Fuck yeah, dude. 100%. 100% I apologize. What, you think I want to fucking... You think I want to get further yelled at by some, like, 65-year-old flight attendant who's on edge because she probably thinks I'm, like, some fucking anti-masker weirdo or some shit, even though it's literally her fault that she feels that way because she misread the situation? What do you want? You want me to fucking have a debate with that person? Like... What am I going to get out of that? People act like an insincere sorry is harder than a full-on argument. Yeah. Just tell her you were drinking, weirdo. No, because then it's like, then it's a further conversation and I don't want to have that. Like, I don't want to continue the interaction with this old lady. I just want her to leave me alone. So I say sorry and then they leave and then I continue on with my life. Don't be ridiculous. Especially because, like, I get where she's coming from. Where there's, you know, who knows how many fucking flights she's done all day. And how many idiots that she's had to deal with, you know what I mean? No, you're just a pussy? Yeah, 100%. I'm a huge pussy that way.
Are feeling like enough is enough. And they're really acting out. And now they're getting out and wanting to be free. And the first thing that they have in front of them is a combat over a mask.
Now, in an effort to curb some of these incidents, several airlines have gone as far as to suspend alcohol service. But with longer security lines like here at DCA this morning and more crowded aircraft, the fear is that this may just be the beginning of a difficult summer of travel. And a reminder for everyone, including Anthony and the rest of us.
Yeah, I should have got up and fucking fisticuffed, engaged in a bout of fisticuffs with the flight attendant.
The federal mask mandate for air travel remains in effect until
does.
September 13th.
Yeah, and I think we...
Pure Evil by Liberty Hangout. The new rule, progressivophobia.
And finally, new rule from now on when Joe Biden veers off into one of his long-winded stories that seem to be off topic, everyone must realize he usually does have a point.
But those of you who are over 50, how often did you ever see advertisements on television with black and white couples?
Advertisements.
I challenge you, find today, when you turn on the stations, sit on one station for 2 hours.
Joe Biden should talk about how, like, you know, they keep saying Billie Eilish is queer baiting Jack. Back in my day, lovely ladies could look lovely with their friends at a girls' night out. You'd turn on the television and you'd see an advertisement with Billie Eilish.
And I don't know how many commercials you'll see. Play 8 to 5. 2 to 3 out of 5 have mixed race couples in it.
I'm going to tell you. I know it sounds kind of out of left field, but actually Uncle Joe is pointing liberals towards something they need to be more aware of. They have a bad case of progressivephobia. That's the phrase coined by Steven Pinker to describe a brain disorder that strikes liberals and makes them incapable of recognizing progress. It's like situational blindness, only what you can't see is that your dorm in 2021 is better than the South before the Civil War.
Okay, so ultimately, are there instances where Zoomers go overboard with their criticisms of the social constructs that they are subjected to? Certainly. Okay. But saying that like progress has already happened, so shut the fuck up about like advocating for further progress is idiotic. Okay, and a more aggressive version of that is utilized by reactionaries daily when they say, oh, slavery has been abolished. Where is the systemic racism? Okay? It's like, this is just like, again, like whenever like some fucking freshman says like, my dorm room, I guess, is as bad as like the Jim Crow South, yeah, they're being fucking ridiculous. But half the time, it's not that at all. Half the time, it's like actually legitimate concerns that people have that could be made better, that could be alleviated, grievances that could be addressed. Okay?
If you think America is more racist now than ever, more sexist than before women could vote, and more homophobic than when blowjobs were a felony, you have progressivephobia and should adjust your mask because it's covering your eyes. You know,
fucking got
before 2012, every time gay marriage was put before a state's voters, it lost 35 times in a row. Now it's the law of the land in every state. Even half of Republicans are for it. The other half are for closeted gay sex. The chant from gay protesters used to be, we're here, we're queer, get used to it. Well, we did. This is Pride Month, and it's not even a big deal anymore. 30 days of parades and festivals celebrating a cause that was once so divisive Ellen had to pretend to be straight. State houses fly pride flags now. Disney celebrates it by federal law.
I think this entire argument is built on a faulty premise that like there are liberals who say that the situation is worse. The situation is worse now than it once was. I don't think anyone says that. Like, who the fuck's out there being like, the situation for like a young gay kid is worse now than it was 40 years ago. Like, no one is saying this. That is not a real statement. You are addressing, and this is called a straw man fallacy. You are addressing an argument that no one is making. Why? Because the actual argument that you would have to address would make you look kind of like a fucking asshole. Something that Bill Maher does on a regular basis. There will always be people that want to advocate for further progress. That's how progress happens. Okay? Now, are there instances where that progressive energy is misguided? Certainly. Like in the case when people said Billie Eilish is queer baiting. Why was she queer baiting? Because she had an all-girls night out in a music video where she didn't even do anything sexual in the music video, and she captioned the promotion of her music video with, I love girls. That's not fucking queer baiting, okay? It's not. That's not fucking queer baiting. That's ridiculous. Hyper focusing on that, or hyper focusing on like Billie Eilish not doing a fucking, I don't know, full-blown PR analysis on like what her current boyfriend tweeted in 2011 on fucking Facebook, a platform that Zoomers don't even know exists, is ridiculous. And it's also not exactly a progressive cause at all. But if gay people are saying, hey, trans people are getting murdered and that's fucking not cool, or trans people are still not accepted, or that so many anti-trans legislation is passing in Republican areas because trans people are still seen as like as a way to like galvanize the reactionary base, then that's an incredibly legitimate position to hold on to. And looping that in with the other ridiculous shit is fucking stupid. Okay? So I don't like it when Bill Maher engages in this kind of attitude, like as though it's not a legitimate problem. Okay? No, I don't mean Puerto Rican analysis. I mean public relations analysis. Okay? How did he tweet on Facebook? He didn't tweet on Facebook. He posted on Facebook. They found his Facebook statuses.
Every single TV show must include a storyline about lesbians having a baby. If someone announces they're gay on TV, it's met with thunderous applause. My accountant says, Yas Queen.
Oh my God. He's such a boomer, dude. This is such a fucking boomer take. Oh, dude, your accountant says Yas Queen? I guess that's it, dude. Hey, queer kid that got kicked out of your home, or gay couples that are having a hard time adopting in certain in certain areas. My accountant in Los Angeles says Yas Queen. So how about you shut the fuck up? Hey, are you a trans kid trying to survive high school and not get fucking bullied, beaten up by adults, by the way, not just fucking your peers? Well, my accountant in LA says Yas Queen, so guess you're fine now. Why are you fine? Oh, because Shake Shack had a bunch of old gays promote their new shake for Pride Month.
You literally can't find a major American corporation that doesn't do something for Pride Month. NASCAR does it. Raytheon.
Okay, that's kind of wild.
Maker of high-tech lethal weaponry that kills people from the sky does it. And I hear next year they're going to paint "You Go Girl" on the side of their missile.
Bro, how aren't you looking at this from a comedic lens? It's kind of funny. You're doing the leftist no laugh thing. I don't like Bill Maher. I don't think he's funny. I've made these jokes in a better way already 1,000,000 times over. Raytheon, more like Gaytheon, got him, is like, one of many jokes that I have made about the situation. The problem is, the problem with Bill Maher is that, like, he doesn't recognize that these commodifications of, like, social justice causes are not necessarily causes for progress. He's literally approaching it from the opposite side, saying corporations love pink washing, and that's a sign for progress. In some ways it is, because obviously, like, if you can commoditize queer culture and shit like that, that means that we're at a certain level of progress, and it's great. But that doesn't mean that, progress has to be halted. Also, I love edgy comedy, and if you think that I have, I don't routinely defend edgy comedians, even ones with like actually fucking problematic or even bigoted takes from time to time, then I don't know what to tell you.
And it's not just LGBT issues. Not that long ago, I knew people who went to prison for growing pot. And today you can legally smoke it for fun in 43% of the country, and I will. Even something like bullying, it still happens, but being outwardly cruel to people who are different is no longer acceptable. That's progress. And acknowledging progress isn't saying we're done or we don't need more. And being gloomier doesn't make you a better person. In 1958, only 4% of Americans approved of interracial marriage. Now, Gallup doesn't even bother asking. The last time they did in 2013, 87% approved. An overwhelming majority of Americans now say they want to live in a multiracial neighborhood. That is a sea change from when I was a kid. In a country that's 14% black, 18% of the incoming class of Harvard is black, and since 2017, white students are not even a majority in our public colleges. Employees of color make up 47% of Microsoft, 50% of Target, 55% of The Gap, as companies become desperate to look like their TV commercials.
Yo, that's crazy, dude. That's wild. First of all, that's like pretty fucking racist to say. Because the underlying assumption there is that like those people don't deserve to be in those positions. And one, it's literally retail work. Like he's referencing retail work. Like what percentage of fucking executives are non-white, if that's the argument that you want to make. And secondly, like, holy fuck, that is like the hidden underlying assumption there is that like, you know, white people should be more than the majority there because it's the majority of the population. But these companies are like, you know, trying to diversify their worker force. What the fuck? What the fuck, dude? That's a wild take, dude. Oh, God, he's so fucking cringe. Yo, boomers are terrible. It means black people occupy a disproportionate amount of low-paying jobs. Yeah, literally. Like, oh, shit, dude. I didn't realize that, I didn't fucking realize that, you know, Target hiring a lot of non-white people, like a 50% non-white people was, for their fucking low-end like retail jobs was a sign for progress. I didn't realize that.
The Friends reunion we just had looked weird. Because if you even suggested a show today about 6 people, all of whom were straight and white, the network would laugh you out of the room and then cancel you on Twitter.
What? Okay. That's just not fucking true. What the fuck is he saying? Like, that's literally not true. What the fuck? And even then, like, I'm not even the type of person who's like, wow, there's no fucking black representation in this movie or that movie or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, but like, this is when like the anti-SJW motherfuckers like literally turn into the worst woke lords. You know what I mean? They like hyper focus on like cultural depictions like this, like Friends at what, there aren't no shows like Friends anymore with like 6 whites. It's like, what the fuck? Like, what's the take here, dude? Do you want to have shows with exclusively white people again? Like, what? Like, why are you crying about it? I don't get it. I guess he's saying it's a sign of progress because Hollywood is like over the top diverse now. Like, what the fuck? This is like one step. You know what this is? This is the boomer version of like, crying about having like a black female lead in a show or in a video game. You know how gamers say like, God damn it, this shit's so political. When there's like a black woman leading a fucking video game. This is the Bill Maher boomer version of that, but for TV shows. It's so stupid. It also engages in Italian X erasure because you know, Joey is Italian, so it's kind of fucked up. I won't get into that though. Y'all are not ready for that conversation, okay? A thread.
And yet there is a recurrent theme on the far left that things have never been worse. Kevin Hart expressed a view many hold when he told the New York Times, "You're witnessing white power and white privilege at an all-time high." This is one of the big problems with wokeness, that what you say doesn't have to make sense or jibe with the facts or ever be challenged, lest the challenge itself be conflated with racism. But saying white power and privilege is at an all-time high.
Did he just say Kevin Hart is far left? Like, I'm confused. Is he just basically saying Kevin Hart is far left because he's black? Like, what's next, bro? Is he going to be like Louis Farrakhan, far leftist? Noted far leftist Louis Farrakhan said. What the fuck? Kevin Hart literally got canceled for refusing to apologize for some shit. What was it? Homophobia or fucking some shit? I don't remember what it was. Like, what the fuck was it? Was it gay jokes? Yeah. Oh, he said, like, if my son is gay, like, I'll beat it out of him or something. And he implied that his son, if he played with a dollhouse, would be gay or some shit. That's the far left icon, dude. No, I mean, he got canceled. He's in the new Borderlands. Dude, there is no such thing as a fucking real cancellation. No, Kevin Hart, that was Tracy Morgan. No. Kevin Hart had some homophobic jokes as well. Technically, he just said Kevin, quote, resonates strongly with the far left. Not that he himself is far left. Yeah.
It's just ridiculous. Higher than a century ago.
He didn't even cancel. He canceled himself from the Oscars. Dude, what the fuck are you talking about? He literally used that to... He used that as a point to be like, nah, fuck that. Like, I'm bold and brave. Once again, you've changed your opinion on something within a week. Big surprise, Mr. Inconsistent. On what? Wait, what? You were pro-Israel in 2018? Oh, fucking idiot, dude. All right, you know what? I'm banning this guy. This is the same guy who was, like, literally trying to bait me. Oh, God. No, yeah, to, like, click on some dumbass link.
The year of the Tulsa Race Massacre? Higher than the years when the KKK rode unchecked and Jim Crow went unchallenged? Higher than the 1960s when the Supremes and Willie Mays still couldn't stay in the same hotel as the
I'm
white
like
people?
worried that I'm worried that he's gonna show like fucking footage and shit. Okay, not a single person is saying that it's worse now than it was back then. Okay, I don't think anyone's saying that. Yes, they are. Who? I think the only people that say it's worse now than it was back then are white people. I feel like you're doing semi-mental gymnastics. Like what? In what respect? Kevin Hart is? Duh. What? Him saying white privilege is at an all-time high? Does he even mean it? Like, does he? I think he probably means like in general. Like with Donald Trump being president or some shit. I don't think Kevin Hart is even dumb enough to fucking say that, like, he said white power. It's a relative statement. He probably means with respect to like our lifetimes or some shit. All of Twitter says that. No one says that. When I speak of white privilege, I'm speaking of, yeah, I mean, this is a true take. When I speak of white privilege, I'm speaking of the moments that make no sense. For example, the storming of the Capitol. If they were black, they would have been killed on the spot. I mean, he's right. We say it's bad today, and white people love to go, well, what about when back then? It can be viewed as worse now because of the level of institutional corruption. Shit, we're trying to figure out how to apply laws to cops in this country. I'm actually confused, guys. Motherfuckers be like, oh, this account with like 12 followers on Twitter said it's worse to be black now than it was in the 60s. And then you fucking latch onto that because it's like hyperbolic and it subscribes to your worldview, I guess, that like black people are being ridiculous or something with like genuine criticism that they talk about on a daily basis, which you fucking literally avoid. Like there is a sea of actionable criticisms, but you choose to fucking avoid all of that. And then you look to like one fucking person who says they're black on Twitter. And you're like, oh, dude, that's it. I got him again. I literally got him again, dude. Fucking found him, dude. Remember when you said that people should wear masks and then the CDC said that vaccinated people no longer have to wear masks and you change your opinion? Hello, Mr. Flip-Flop. True. Black people, this is good. Black actors be like, racism nowadays is bad, and motherfuckers like Bill will bring up pictures of whites only hotels. How is this any different than like, literally, how is this any different than just being like, shut up, black person, racism no longer exists, we abolish slavery? MLK, why don't you shut the fuck up? Whites abolish slavery, MLK. How about you thank the whites for the abolition of slavery? Anyway. He's not saying it doesn't exist. He's saying that people are improving when it comes to their terrible biases. Yeah, I understand that. And I'm pretty sure everyone who's fucking criticizing what's going on right now with respect to racism also recognizes that it's better, but that doesn't mean that there aren't areas of improvement. So if you hear understandable criticism such as, you know, white supremacy is kind of popping off lately, we need to dial it back, and your response is, the fuck do you mean? White supremacy's popping off. Fuck you. Look at this whites only hotel. That is only a demonstration of your fragility. And also how wild you are personally.
They were working with higher than during slavery. And I mean actual slavery, not Prince doesn't like his record contract slavery. Racism is still, unfortunately, still with us.
I mean, 360 deals are incredibly predatory and target, like, you know, target poor, young, black artists all the time. Even the audience didn't want to fucking... Even the audience didn't want to clap for that one. They were like, come on.
Have the footage in policing, housing, job discrimination, segregated schools, wealth inequality. The legacy of injustice sadly lives on and demands remedial action. I understand as best I can how racism singes a person's soul so much that they might see it everywhere. But seeing clearly is necessary for actually fixing problems. And clearly, racism is simply no longer everywhere. It's not in my home, and it probably isn't in yours, if I read my audience right, and I think I do. For most of the country, the most unhip thing you could ever be today is a racist. Even Derek Chauvin was not backed up by his fellow officers, and that never used to happen. The low point of race relations wasn't Kim Kardashian.
What the fuck, dude? Dude, are you kidding me? Dude, are you fucking kidding me, dude? Yo, he's so old. Racism doesn't exist because Derek Chauvin wasn't backed by the rest of the fucking police force, dude. It's great. You know, after he did a fucking murder caught in 4K, but
Kardashian wearing cornrows, even though it happened on Snapchat and George Wallace standing in a doorway didn't. Because here's the thing, kids. There actually was a world before you got here.
What the?
We date human events, AD and BC, but we need a third marker for millennials and Gen Z. BY, before you.
I mean, this is just textbook, like, conservative rhetoric. That's it. Like, that's all this is like, come on, we've done enough progress. Just stop. Just stop demanding more. Like, think about how much progress happened before. Like, if his argument was that progress is inevitable, but it unfortunately takes time and a lot of effort, and we always have to remember, like, the blood, sweat, and tears that went that went into that progress happening. You know what I mean? Like, then that's fine. That's an understandable approach. And that, like, sometimes we have a tendency to go too far or misdirect our anger from in a very individualistic point of view, right? That's an understandable take because it's a true take and it does happen. But that's not what Bill Maher is saying. Bill Maher literally is just like, come on, progress happened before you. Shut the fuck up. Come on. Like, it happened already. Like, chill out. Don't ask for more. Which is really fucking stupid. You know? Progress is inevitable, though, so at least you can be happy about that. Kind of like the top of the hour ad break that's inevitable. At the top of the hour, there's always a 60-second ad break. And if you'd like to no longer see the ad in that top of the hour ad break, well, you could do a couple things. One is, of course, using an ad block or potentially using a VPN or something. Another thing you can do is subscribe. You can do that for $5, or you can subscribe for free by connecting your Amazon Prime account to your Twitch account. You get one free Prime subscription a month, so you can use that. But here's the ad break now. I got you good. Okay, I gotta pee.
It's telling that in a recent Harvard youth poll of Americans between 18 and 29, 72% of blacks said they were hopeful about the future of America, as compared to only 46% of whites. I'm not surprised. There are a hell of a lot of Americans trying really hard these days to embrace a new spirit of inclusion and self-reflection, and this progressive allergy to acknowledging societal advances is self-defeating, because progress and hope that we can achieve it is the product we're selling. And having a warped view of reality leads to policies that are warped. Black-only dorms and graduation ceremonies, a growing belief in whiteness as a malady and white people as irredeemable, giving up on a colorblind society. Only if you believe we've made no progress does any of that make sense. I can name some things that actually are worse than they've ever been before, like the environment and homelessness in LA and the prospects for maintaining an actual democracy in America. But where progress has been made, it's not a sin, and it's certainly not inaccurate to say, we've come a long way, baby. Not mission accomplished, just a long way.
So what's the difference between...
I can't believe I missed the incredible climax of that brilliant video. I assume it was great. Dude, he's so smug. So here's the thing. He's so fucking smug and unlikable to anyone under the age of like 45 that watching him kind of is like Boo Boo Bennett. You know how Boo Boo Bennett like accidentally, by being a fucking loser, turns people to the left? What is this? This white girl in my class went on a whole tangent about Islamophobia, talking about if you're white, you should be ashamed. I am disgusted with my skin color. We are the worst in society right now. Sorry, I'm getting very passionate, but it makes me very upset. And my Arab professor just goes, okay, thank you. Yo, what the fuck, dude? Yo, white people need to chill out, okay? Hey, white people, calm down. Just be normal, dude. What the fuck is wrong with you, white people? Be fucking normal. Ah! You look at this crazy TikTok zoomers.
Spiritually gifted people have had past lives in other galaxies.
What the fuck? Oh, god damn, dude. Dude. Like, just be normal. I don't know. I don't know how to go about this, dude. I just want to... I want to ask once again, for all the white people who are, I don't know, like, disgusted by their skin color or something. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you, dude? Just literally fucking chill, okay? Like, you didn't do it. Like, you didn't do the racism, okay? You have every opportunity to not continue the racist legacy of America's institutions. But, like, you don't have to say shit like, I'm disgusted by the color of my skin. Like, that's so weird, dude. It's also... K-pop stans are literally not normal. I mean, we know this already. Oh, dude, this is a joke. This is not real. 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 Please do not buy the BTS meal if you don't stan them. You're preventing actual BTS fans who have waited for months from having the BTS meal experience. Eating the sauces without understanding their significance is literally cultural appropriation and it's not okay. That's a joke, dude. Are you fucking stupid? It's pretty funny, though. It's definitely a joke. There's no shot this is real. But I love that. I love it, especially because, like, it's one of those things where, like, it's one of those things where it's, like, very clearly a joke, but then someone's like, it's close enough to the truth that I'm just gonna fucking go off on it being real, and then all the people that hate BTS stans are gonna, like, retweet it, you know? No shot, there's a joke. Come on, dude. I mean, BTS stans do talk like Minecraft stans that, like, you know, everything is harmful, everything is toxic, everything is like reinforcing trauma, everything is abuse. You know what I mean? Like, so that's the real thing that, like, certainly the BTS community and the stan community in general share, right? But having said that, like, this is ridiculous. This is, like, literally made up. This is a joke. HasanAbi says, all stans equals bad. That's what I said, yeah. One of the BTS nugget dips is Cajun sauce. Cultural appropriation. Anyway, you just made Bill Maher's point about BTS stands. Says Megatherium. What the fuck? Is this the Megatherium? Following since 2021? No way. No shot. Wait. Yeah, no, this is... Wow, what the fuck? Damn, there's a new person now named Megatherium. Megatherium used to be a moderator in this community who left. Yeah, who left the community a while ago. They were responsible for my famous Hoss Raid emote too. Like the Hoss Raid emote is drawn by them. Where'd he go? I don't know. I think he's like a DGG frog or something now. And like kind of a debate lord or some shit. I don't fucking know. They're like a very leftist debate lord. No, dude, it's not a 2013 account. It's probably him. No, they would have fucking logs before January 19th. It's not them. Anyway. Oh, crazy. Okay, yeah, I'm not the same person. So, what I was saying, I already ran the ad. What I was saying is, what the fuck was I saying? Oh, what I am saying with respect to like BTS stands or whatever is of course different than the criticisms that Bill Maher is unleashing against people saying the white supremacy and racism still exist. This is the Megatherium you're looking for. Yeah, 10/25/2019 is the last time he wrote something in here. Previously subbed for 11 months. Listen, all I'm saying is this wouldn't be a problem if you stand EXO. Remember when the U.S. government pulled an epic gamer move and added a clause to the 13th Amendment? I wonder what demographic of people is overly represented in forced prison labor. Dude, shut up. You're being too woke, dude. Bringing stuff like that up. Don't forget, dude. Slavery was abolished already. You understand? How about you fucking chill, dude? You know what I'm saying? It's like that's Bill Maher's take, which is very different than me being like, stop with this fucking overcorrective, performative rad lib shit.
Remember, use your intuition.
What the fuck?
Draco, I need more on that, please. Feels so familiar. I got this weird shiver when Polaris came on. Draco felt so welcoming. I felt as if I were home. Polaris felt familiar, but it wasn't home for me. I feel like I've dreamed about Malding. I think Draco felt like home. I want what she's smoking. First one felt familiar. Draco felt alluring. comment section. Remember?
He's making fun of people who are saying that many spiritually gifted people have had past lives in other galaxies. Maldek, home of the Maldekians. Yeah, it reminded me of Maldek because I'm a Malder myself. That's why you mauled. That's why I mauled. If you're balding and you're angry all the time, that means you're from fucking Maldek, dude. I'm also spiritually gifted. Oscar, 24 months, 2 years lurking. Holy fucking shit, dude. Yeah, I'm from Maldek. Remember when an entire civilization completely ruled entire galaxies? Bro, what is this? Like, I mean, this is like cool. I really wish instead of people taking people like this seriously, we just like appreciated it for the art that it brings to the world. Like, the same energy as like when I see Tumblr adjacent takes from like Tumblr refugees on Twitter about how like you're fucking ableist if you make fun of me for not wanting to eat, I don't know, seafood. Like that's like funny. Like that's really creative. And if you can't laugh at that, like, I don't know what to tell you. You're just laugh at this shit like this guy's doing, which is pretty great. But the problem is, but the issue is like oftentimes these people that have these sorts of takes, because of how the internet works, will literally fucking take themselves super seriously and get upset at you and say that you're like, say that you're basically, you know, undermining and attacking my spirituality. And then they'll fucking turn around and be like, this is what the Native American people believed in, so you're like attacking them too. It's like, dude, you're literally, you are a white girl that went to a fucking liberal arts university. You are not Native American, okay? And also, Native Americans did not believe in like the Maldekians. So not all spirituality means like you're equal to Native Americans. Okay? It's just like, what the fuck? Did you go on Tumblr years back when scopophobia was a thing? People were legit tagging eye contact depiction of eyes, like even on anime characters. What? Dude, what the fuck? What the fucking fuck, dude? That's awesome, dude. You see, that's what I'm saying. That's fucking insane, okay? Like, that's insane. That's just completely insane. I love that, dude. What the fuck? Did they make that shit up? I mean, people get mad, like, people are gonna get mad at me saying this, but like, there's a lot of shit that is not like diagnosed or represented in the DSM-5, and people like use it as a phobia and say it's like an actual phobia, and instead of like trying to fucking deal with it, they will literally like slap on a trigger warning. And I'm sorry, as someone who's like deeply terrified of the ocean, like I would consider that as a phobia that is not like a real fucking phobia, you know what I mean? Or rather like a disability. What was it called? The thing that I have? Oh, thalassophobic. Yeah. Yeah, thalassophobic. It's like, yeah, I'm fucking, I mean, the DSM sucks too. Don't get me wrong. Like, you know, the homosexuality was considered a fucking mental disease or mental illness, whatever the appropriate term is. You know what I'm talking about. Until recently. So put it on your Twitter bio. Yeah, exactly. Anyway, scared of the ocean, but you live in California. I just don't want to be in it, you know? Like, I will go in it sometimes, but it's just like really fucking, it's just weird. Have you finished playing Subnautica? If not, will you continue it? Is that a shot of Tatooine where Maldakians come from? Yeah, that's the funny thing is like, you know, describing. Like, this is just a Pinterest board for like red aesthetic. And it's like, in her mind, though, this is an entirely separate universe. Yo, what's up? This is the shit I want to see, dude. If you guys have stuff like this, I want to... Do you swim? Yes. I'm a pretty good swimmer. I just don't like sharks and fucking, you know, octopus and shit. Kim Kardashian Lambo truck that she covered in knit fabric to promote her clothing line.
Guys, my new ride is here. Look at this. This is all the cozy fabric for Skims. Look, I'm matching the car. Is this not the cutest thing ever? Oh my god. Look at this.
Bro, people are too rich. I mean, that, like, they're just too rich. That's like, she's too rich.
I am in Skims Cozy. Look at that. I am actually dying. It is so cute. Okay.
It looks like a roll of toilet paper. Yeah. I mean, they're going to clean it up, like, after this promotion, boys. Like, don't be fucking ridiculous. This is a compilation of the Starseed TikTok world. Low views, but I promise it's fire. Oh, fuck yeah. They are here to help the collective consciousness to ascend. Every Starseed has its own mission. Oh my god, it's so long. Who has the time to read this shit, dude? You gotta be, like, fucking putting a thumbprint down to read all this. When they move from a place, meaning from a planet to another guy. Okay, it's too boring. I don't care. I need to see, like, videos instead. Sense of familiar, heart racing, feeling like you've already been there. Mere memory, shivers. Not. Oh my god, bro. Is one of the tenets of being a starseed being able to just like read dumbass fucking TikToks? Yo, when I see stuff like this, I'm like, dude, bring back organized religion, dude. Actually, okay? Because, like, disorganized, whatever the fuck this is, like, I don't know where that's gonna go, okay? Just bring back the fucking Crusades, dude. Fuck it. At least I can understand what's going on there. You know what I mean? Just bring it back, dude. These Zoomers need Allah. They need God, Yahweh. They need fucking... They need a sense of purpose, dude. Bring it back. It never went anywhere. I know, but, like, you know, it's falling out of fashion. New soul, it's normal because there are a lot of starseeds. Meditation is required. It's totally okay. Don't try too hard. If these pics feel familiar, you may be from Sirius. What? What the fuck, dude? Wait. What? Bro, that's just like two whales kissing, dude. What? You must be from a different planet? No, like, I just maybe saw that photo before. You know what I mean? This shit makes no goddamn sense, dude. This is crazy to me. Oh my god, hold on a moment. Don't worry, you don't need to try too hard. It's probably the most redundant thing that you could tell a starseed. Like, that's the funniest thing, is just like imagining that different universes are still like absolutely within our framework and perspective of understanding. Like, why the fuck do you think like aliens are humanoid? That's just like such a fucking human-centric approach, dude. Motherfuckers will look at, yeah, literal furry porn and be like, yeah, if this feels right to you, you must be not from Gaia. Nah, you just like that furry shit. Whatever. Bold of you to... Wait, what? That's my point. Bold of you to assume that ours is the only form of consciousness? No, that's literally the point I'm making, dude. That's my point. You can't use my point against me. Unless you're like agreeing with me, I guess. All right, yeah. Oh, okay. It's like so stupid that people are just like, yeah, this is it. This is the end all be all. And all these other fucking forms of existence are like literally tailored off of our human, closely resembles our human one. Like what? It's colors. What? Na, 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 na. I mean, it's just like cool, right? Like, this is like cool shit. Like, I wish these universes existed, right? And that like there's life out there or some shit, but that's like, you know what I mean? That's to the extent of my interest. It's not like I don't take it seriously. You've had a past life in 1/8 of a dollar. Why you gotta say that, dude? So aren't the Turkish people hurting enough, dude, that you gotta fucking remind them of their currency exchange rate, dude? Really? You kind of seem intimidating, even though you're kind-hearted. It's just romanticism in space with a tint. It's just like, I don't know. Disclaimer, if you feel familiar with one of my Starseed videos, I personally highly recommend you do your research before saying that you're that kind of Starseeds. Do not try to romanticize or stream these cultures. What? If you need help, I'm here, but inform yourself about the Starseed if you think you are from there. It's an important path. Knowing your past, you should not take this superficially. I'm just here to help you discover yourself and your path. Dude, what the fuck? Why do people have this dude? It's important you don't do Starseed cultural appropriation. It's like, am I being gaslit right now? What the fuck's going on, dude? I think we did a full loop. The democratization of the internet turned that full loop of like medicalizing insanity back to just looking at it as a fascinating phenomena. Not to hit you too much with some Foucault, but it literally feels as though like there was a point in time when we used to look at, you know, the village idiot or whatever as a fascinating and colorful person. Then we started medicalizing that person and decided that that person was wrong and had a problem, and that was a problem that needed to be fixed. Now we have done a fucking full circle back to just looking at these people as though they're fascinating, except it also feels as though you know, we're taking it maybe a little too seriously. Like other people are taking it a little too seriously. Gatekeeping her own ideology, it's negging to make them seem like you have to work to attain it. Now everyone thinks the village idiot is onto something. Yeah, I mean, I think people are so desperate to find a path. My past life is not your TikTok. Just wait until you hear about shifting. Yeah, I heard about shifting. It's just literally dreaming, right? That's what it is. Like, Zoomers have been grinded. Zoomer culture has been grinded and commoditized to a degree where, like, motherfuckers literally dream and go, oh my God, this might be something unique to me as a fucking starseed. I'm just dreaming. This is the best one. If this is familiar to you, you might be from Brazil. Sweaty. You're not from the Brazilian astral plane, and right now you are literally appropriating Brazilian astral plane culture. That's kind of fucked up. If you haven't shifted to Brazil, then don't talk about it, okay? What is this? Enjoy. Let's see.
There's no such thing as a coincidence. The fact that you're watching this video means you are energetically aligned with me and Aquafarians.
What the fuck, dude? Yo, that is so scary, dude. What? Oh God, I can't. It's another one of those close talkers, dude. How did these motherfuckers figure out close talking on a camera? It's just like, I can't look at him. He's got the Sigma frame. Boys, he's breaking my frame.
But you may know them as...
This dude is literally an elf.
Mermaids. The truth is, the being with a humanoid torso and fish-like tail is only one type of aquafarian. In fact, there are many more advanced aquatic beings that come in all shapes and sizes. Remember, only 5% of the oceans on planet Earth have been explored and charted. One of the elite's biggest secrets kept from Earth humans are the amounts of cities they have discovered underwater.
What the fuck?
They want you to believe every underwater city is the result of a flood or natural disaster. But the truth is, a lot of these cities are the remains of ancient underwater civilizations purposely built underwater by aquafarians. Either that, or one big coincidence.
And he wrapped it up by saying there's no such thing as a coincidence.
There's no such thing as a coincidence. The fact that you're watching this video...
Dude, that's so sick. Apparently, this book started all the starseed stuff. Genuinely some ancient alien shit. Woke QAnon. You're not afraid of the ocean. You're just an aquafarian phobic. Wait, but like... But that's so stupid. Like, you know, people can recognize whether something was above the water before it went underwater, right? Like, there are ways of figuring such things out. Just because you don't understand it doesn't mean that, like, what the fuck? Like, does he think motherfuckers find like underwater civilizations that just, you know, they go, oh fuck, dude, this, without any sort of research whatsoever, they just go, yeah, this probably was before, you know, but back in the day it was probably, you know, over the water. Why are you trying to debunk this? Don't waste your energy. No, I'm not. This is awesome. Wait, okay, there gotta be more, right? Is this the same guy? Look at this. What? If this image seems familiar, you might be from Venezuela. Stop. In 500 years, when Florida's underwater, people are going to think it was a utopia. Yeah, little will they know. It was fucking dog shit. Here's a crystal TikTok. This girl changed the weather on her own by flailing her arms around. Shut up.
So I summoned a storm.
Dude, why is... I'm not going to say it. I'm just not going to say anything.
Accidentally while working on my energy skills today. As you can see, there was no wind before. It was actually sunny the whole day. Not even 3.5 minutes after I started, the wind began to go crazy. This isn't the first odd experience I've had with weather. I did not intend—
Bro, she's playing Zelda music, dude. Dude! Come on, dude. Wait, isn't that literally the fairies? The Fountain of the Fairies? Isn't that the song? I love that. I love that. Okay.
intend for this next part to happen, but it did, so I went with it. I felt energy surging down my spine.
Yeah, but she's in front of a green screen. What the fuck? This is a grifter, right? She's just like... She's just literally making fun of people.
I was feeling what hand movements made the wind pick up and what did not. I was laughing in my mind like, how the hell is this happening? I decided to get up and grab myself to guide while still playing with the wind. We have abilities that are untapped, things we don't know about until they surface.
Oh wait, never mind. It's not in front of a green
People can
screen.
call me crazy all they want. I want to teach you that we can do unexplainable things. This is the sky after. Bless. We have no limits. Go to nature, find what is hidden.
I mean, white people should spend all their energy on this instead of doing racism. So I don't have a problem with this. I think you guys are literally not seeing the larger picture, okay? Straight up. Like, I would 100% urge all of these people, like, listen. You know, you have this, or on the other side, you have, like, fucking little kids saying the N-word and shit and, like, being racist as fuck in middle school. So I'd rather have them do this. Let them do, like, druid shit. Whatever, dude. I mean, bro, this is literally like me thinking I'm Goku in the pool when I'm, like... Or thinking I'm waterbending when I'm in the pool. And just, like, fucking in my mind playing out, like, sequences from Dragon Ball Z or Avatar when I was younger. But, like, that person is now an adult and still believes that. Which is fun. Like, whatever, dude. I think capitalism has robbed us of our creativity. So, ultimately, if these things are harmless, like, I love this shit. If it's harmless and fun, it's, like, literally someone having, like, a child brain. You know what I mean? As long as they're not harming other people, yeah, whatever. Yeah, except the Goku stuff can be real. Yeah, dude, totally. Crystal Mommy, this one might take the cake.
B for cracks and weed. The combination made my eyes bleed. No question, I will flow off and try to get the dough off. Sticking.
Stop. Until they tell you that Trump is the last avatar. I mean, like, I'm just saying, like, as long as they're not hurting people, who cares? Oh my God, this guy is so scary, dude. Why is he like this?
There's no such thing as a coincidence. The fact that you're watching this video means you are energetically aligned with me.
Bro, motherfucker literally looks like a Bloodborne character, dude. What is he doing? He's about to go hunting in Old Yarnum, bro. What the fuck? Dude, why are his eyes piercing into my soul, dude? It's making me very uncomfortable.
In manifesting your dream life. This is a manifesting secret used by ancient cultures and shamans throughout history. When manifesting, provide...
Original ses Ponchiklandin. HasanAbi Ponchiklandin ne demek lan? The original music is Turkish for some reason.
Offering to the earth. This could be releasing pet store crickets into the wild or planting a tree.
What?
This will act as a thank you to the earth, as if your manifestation has already occurred. Try out this technique and download Grand Rising to receive daily affirmations.
Bro, what is happening, dude? What is happening, dude? What the fuck? Okay, this is sick. This is sick. This is sick. This is actually sick. Stop sending me unrelated shit. I want to see crystal mommies and crystal daddies. Okay, that's all I want to see. Powerful healing affirmation. What happened to this guy?
There's no such thing as a coincidence. The fact that you're watching this video means you are energetically aligned with me and this affirmation.
He's right.
Take the time to really absorb this statement and let it seep to your subconscious mind.
Why is he in the hospital?
My body is powerful and knows how to heal itself. I welcome healthy and happy energy with open arms. I grant permission to my cells to regenerate new, healthy cells. Send this affirmation to a friend.
Wait, is this an ad? He has an ad in here. Download Grind Risings for iPhones. What the fuck? Bro, what kind of affirmations are you doing if your affirmations also are like an iPhone application ad, dude? Okay. Let's watch the rest of the Starseed shit. But it's like too much. It's like too much writing, dude. I don't want to read all this shit.
Okay, I'm gonna make this a series on my page. Okay, so you guys really liked my other 2 Starseed videos, so I'm here today to finish the rest and make this like a mini series. So the picture behind me is a collage of all the 6 common type of Starseed. And in this video, I'm gonna be talking about the
Why are they all humanoids, dude?
Pleiadians. So Pleiadian starseeds are from the constellation of Pleiades, or are like right under the Little Dipper. These beings live in the 3rd to 9th dimension, and they also have a very Nordic-like appearance like this.
Like, why would you know that? Like, what? Oh, they're in the 3rd and 9th dimension, dude? Yeah, not the 8th one. What the fuck? Why are they all... Look, whenever I see, like, humanoid aliens, I'm like, no, that's it. That's your little fucking baby brain just came up with that, okay?
They also tend to have very tall, long, willowy bodies and also have an angelic look to them. Pleiadians also tend to have a very...
Also, what's up? Why are there no black starseeds? Isn't that a fucking self-report? Like, shouldn't that help you recognize that this shit's just like concocted by white people?
Pure energy about them
weird,
because
dude.
They are young souls, because Pleiades are the youngest starseeds of all of them. These people are natural healers, and they also have a very strong heart chakra. These people also tend to attract energy vampires to them and negative people and negative things. And they also tend to have a very blocked throat chakra because they don't speak up for themselves. But they're also the type of...
What the fuck? Bro, what the fuck? They have... So people that can't speak up for themselves might be starseeds because they have throat chakras? Bro, what is happening, dude? The best Crystal Witch Talk compilation? Okay, we'll look at that in a second. Hold on. Powder up charcoal? Okay, this song is fucking sick, though. What the fuck? This shit's popping. Oh my god, dude. This is so good. What the fuck? Ice Peak? What is this? What the fuck is Ice Peak? Well, thank you, Witch Talk, for showing me like a wonderful new artist that I did not know existed. Oh my god, they're so freaky. Dude, I love... Bro, dude, I am a fucking... I actually am a Slavaboo, dude. Straight up, I am a Slavaboo. I'm recognizing that, okay? You have terrible taste? Dude, shut the fuck up. This is sick.
буду счастливой. Грустная сука, да, это мой осознанный выбор. Я никогда не точила клыки, я сразу была рождена острозубой. Грустная сука, да, это мой осознанный выбор. Перекрестись, когда видишь меня, подрываю твои убеждения. Больше твой день своим блеклым лицом не волнуют твои возмущения. Дикие псины боятся меня, и огня это не совпадение. Сижу и блюю на твой мраморный пол, скаля зубы на тень в отражении. Перекрестись, когда видишь меня, подрываю твои убеждения. Больше твой день своим блеклым лицом не волнуют твои возмущения. Дикие псины боятся меня, и огня это не совпадение. Сижу и блюю на твой мраморный пол, скаля зубы на тень в отражении.
Oh my god, this shit is so hard, dude. This is so good. You're delusional if you don't like this.
Я никогда не буду счастливой. Грустная сука, да, это мой осознанный выбор. Я никогда не точила клыки, я сразу была рождена острозубой. Грустная сука, да, это мой осознанный выбор. Я никогда не была глупой, я никогда не буду счастливой. Грустная сука, да, это мой осознанный выбор. Я никогда не точила клыки, я сразу была рождена острозубой. Грустная сука, да, это мой осознанный выбор.
Fucking dog shit, you guys are literally wrong. Bro, Russia music is literally in 2050, okay? We're out here listening to like Billie Eilish being like, yeah, Billie Eilish is queer baiting me. I'm sad because she didn't come out as bi. Meanwhile, Russia's just like, oh, dude, yeah, we're in a different. They literally are. What are they? Midichlorians, dude. They're from Malding, motherfucker. You're out here in Gaia listening to like shit ass American music. Meanwhile, Russian music is on a different dimension, dude. What the fuck? This is so good. This is actually good as fuck. I like it, but it's making me paranoid at work. I mean, Molkat Doma is fucking awesome, obviously. But that's not even... But Molkat Doma is not new, isn't it? I think it's like old, isn't it? That's the song that no one can fucking write. No one can like actually write the name of. Molkatoma is post-Soviet synth pop and it's old as fuck. Albanian music over Russian music. It's lots of good American groups make this kind of stuff. Which house? It's awesome. This is sick. I'm actually a fan now. Straight up.
Перекрестись, когда видишь меня, подрываю твои убеждения. Больше твой день своим блеклым лицом не волнуют твои возмущения. Дикие псины боятся меня, и огня это не совпадение. Сижу и блюю на твой мраморный пол, скаля зубы на день в отражении.
Speaking of language, the lyrics sound so cringy, not gonna lie. I mean, yeah, I can tell the lyrics are fucking cringy from literally reading it, the translation. Like, I shave my teeth or whatever the fuck. I mean, yeah, it's like, yeah, they're still witches, like, ultimately, you know what I mean? But it was pretty cool.
People to self-sacrifice themselves for the greater good.
this is literally just, this is like a thing that exists on this planet. And you just put a filter on it, dude. What the fuck? Like, I don't understand how people can't see that, like, this is literally, like, human beings that live on this planet, like, drew this shit. Like, it's like a human architecture. I low-key want to believe this. I mean, yeah, it's fucking cool. It's like a fun and cool thing to believe.
How to tell if you are a starseed. But before I explain what a starseed is, I'm gonna have you pick a card. Pick the card you feel.
Bro, it's just for fun, relax. I mean, dude, yeah, if it's just for fun, then it's one thing. But if people are taking this seriously, it's kind of weird.
Most drawn to. So a starseed is a soul that has come to Earth with a double mission. And
Like, do people take this seriously?
Frequency, as well as raising the frequency of the planet. And many starseeds are also very old souls that have reincarnated many times beyond this planet. If you resonate with that description, you might be a starseed. But now, remember the card you picked, and if—
Oh, I wish I was as confident in my art as an 18-year-old bisexual white girl witch. No, you will never be able to do that. That's a different level of confidence, dude. I honestly think this is so close to horseshoeing to QAnon. Sounds like astrology with extra steps. I mean, it is. This is literally Hyperborea esoteric Nazi shit. I mean, dude, that's like saying fucking the Nords believed in runes and paganism, and so did the Nazis. So, like, it's the same. It's not. Yeah, I skipped it. I don't give a fuck. Why would they starseed ever come into shit-ass Earth, though? I don't fucking know. Why is there no music in this one? Like, this would be so sick. But you're just fucking... Like, that would be so sick. But the reality is, it's just like wallpapers you found. You know what I mean? Use your intuition to guide you. God damn it, she's got wing and eyeliner. Bro, that's literally Bayview Motel, dude. What the... Like, you didn't even try with that one. You literally did not try with this. Motherfuckers will post photos from Russia and be like, can you imagine living in the fucking plane of Polaria? It's like, nah, that's just Russia, dude. It's easy to talk bullshit when you're attractive. Everyone will be like, yeah, totally Polarian, just so they can hope they can fuck you. True. These pictures may transport you to your past life. Wait, was this how you do intuition? Wait, we're watching the same shit again. No, they're all the same pictures. Disclaimer, if you feel familiar with one of my Starseed videos, yeah, don't do it superficially, okay? Mintaka? One of Orion's starseeds? Bro, they just made it up. They're just like... Yeah, why do they have the evil eye? Like, what's up with that? Music's hitting, though? Yeah, they're playing really good music. That's how they get you. I'm still in the process of deciding whether this is racist or not. No, it's not. It's not. It's just like people did DMT once and they think this is what they saw is like how the world is. Like you can, I mean, I would much rather have people do DMT and be like this than fucking Joe Rogan fans and take everything Joe Rogan says seriously. Like one genuinely causes material harm as a consequence of it completely aligning with like the most reactionary white supremacist, heteronormative, patriarchal values that we fucking have been trying to move away from that harms marginalized communities. This shit is just like fucking fake witch shit. Who gives a fuck? It's gay. It's witch stuff. It's whatever. Like no one is like Steve Bannon is not like writing immigration policy on the basis of midichlorians. Okay. Steve Bannon is not like, I'm such a fucking mint taco bitch. And you're from a different astral plane. So we're just going to fucking, you know, we're not going to let you come into the country. It's gay witch stuff. I mean, literally, it's like, it's straight up queer witch shit. Google biblically accurate angels. Midichlorians are from Star Wars, dude. Yeah, except, okay, it's from Star Wars. It's just as removed from reality as whatever the fuck this is, chat.
I'm freaking out here. Do you see that?
Fuck do you mean?
Look. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna try to carefully dig around this.
It's just a poop. It's a piece of
It's
poop.
wiggling. Oh.
Here we go. Oh my god. Oh.
Okay, that actually is like a cool looking rock, but like, this is kid brain shit once again. You know what I mean? It's like, it's literally kid brain shit where you're like, oh my god, I found this really cool rock.
What?
I mean, this was definitely there though. Like he didn't just find that.
Do you know how hard I have worked for this today?
Oh.
No shot.
Guys,
He
I
like
have been
literally
digging.
stumbled upon this. It literally looks pre-cut. It literally looks pre-cut, dude. Shut the fuck up, dude. Yeah, he found a fucking polished, pre-cut crystal in the wild like this, dude. Get the fuck out of here, dude. What? Oh god, little baby brains.
For so long.
That's the way they're found? Seriously? Okay, maybe really? Amethyst is like that?
If you love crystal magic, something I really recommend doing is finding a place you can go gem mining. This is my favorite place to go gem mining.
I love that they're playing Zelda music. Okay, I'm back in.
It's located just below Chimney Rock. You're given a bucket of sand full of crystal.
You are out of your depth in this crystal shit? Dude, what fucking depth would I be in? What's it like dating Nomiki Collins? I don't know. Why the fuck would I know that, you fucking weirdo? Dude, this is like a Pokemon Simps, but for politics, which is even weirder. It's like literally any female political commentator. Oh my god. I'm gonna purge you, you fucking freak. This guy's been saying this for a while. I literally, like, I know Nomi from working at TYT, and we've like literally done 2 videos together. And that's the extent of our like relationship. Anyway, where were we? Oh, back to the fucking crystal shit. I love when someone's like, you're so out of your depth with this crystal stuff. It's like, yeah, I know. It's also fucking not real. So.
Crystals. As you scoop them into the tray, you shake them out in a tray with water. This is running water straight from a natural stream. You also have a really good chance at this place to get a giant chunk of geode. This ended up being druzy amethyst. You can also find whole geodes.
I mean, this stuff is like, it's cool. It looks cool. Like, I will admit that. I'm not just saying that to fuck crystal mommies, okay? Crystal mommies know what my takes are on crystals and still want to fuck. So I don't need to lie to you know, get with crystal mommies. This shit does look cool. Like, it looks cool. Like a big fucking fat piece of rock. I don't know what it is. It's just got like cool ass colors and stuff. But like, I don't believe in its fucking healing properties, dude. Come on.
Geodes, which they will crack for you. These are Moroccan sugar crystals. And behind it was a stream where I could collect stream water.
I just want the rock. Hand it over. That's it. You better hand it over. You better hand it over. Please just hand over the rock. Let me in. Let me in. Oh my gosh, I think I found a rock. I want to know how many rocks are in here, but I only see one so far. It's only a quartz. My gods.
Monday, Tuesday.
What the fuck? Yo, you might be a midichlorian if you got fucking nails like that, dude. Bro, those are weapons, dude. That's crazy.
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Intuition test. Which crystal will I grab? Pay attention to any shapes or colors that pop into your head. Which one are you grabbing, chat? I'm grabbing this one! She grabbed it!
Damn, you see this? Can we flip it? Oh my dude.
Pog! Our energies are fucking so matched right now, dude. Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god, dude.
This is one of the biggest clusters that maybe I've ever put out in my life. Pull this back carefully. That'll have a. Where's your camera, Jake? Yeah. Okay, good. Make sure it ain't. Yeah. Oh, look at the color. Dude, this is huge. What do you think that weighs? 300 pounds? Yeah. 5.
We got some amazing advice from a new.
Those guys are like extracting this going, oh my gosh, so many white girls are going to lose their shit over this cluster, bro. They're like, god damn, dude. So many fucking white girls about to lose their shit, dude. Oh my fucking lord.
Yeah.
We got some amazing advice from a new friend last night that the grit I left on there will indeed bother the polishing phase. So we're going to take her advice. We're rinsing everything off and we're going to run what she called a rinse cycle. So I'm going to run all of the fluorite with just water for 24 hours and get all the grit off. We're also starting another barrel with what's left over of the fluorite, some quartz, and I added some garden pebble as filler. It helps to have those smaller pieces in with the bigger chunks to begin with. That way it kind of spaces everything out and also gives everything big something smaller to rub up against.
I mean, this just rocks.
These are my ladies. This is Jill. This is my lady Amy. Little Susie. Brianna. You know why we call her Brianna, right? It's a long story. Shaniqua. Helga. Miss Kitty. Jeannie. I dream of, Teresa. This is Teresa right here.
Oh my god.
That was Teresa.
Yo, you're gonna tell me you don't fucking love crystal mommies, dude? Really, dude? You're gonna fucking tell me you don't love crystals now? I mean, I fucking... Oh my god, I'm so into crystals now. It's crazy. They're minerals? Whatever, dude. The first thing that she licked is literally salt, by the way. I'm pretty sure, right? Steven Universe is responsible for this shit. Who gives a fuck, dude? Whatever. I don't give a shit.
Says that's your dirty girl. This spot is for my special lady, Leah. I'm gonna say that one more time. Leah. Oh yeah.
What kind of crystal should I buy? For something to improve your mood, I recommend citrine.
Boo! Bring back the crystal mommies! Boo!
About joy, confidence, positivity, optimism, all those good vibes.
Okay, honestly, here's how I know this shit is 100% like about how fuckable the person is. As soon as Crystal Daddy showed up, I'm no longer on board with the crystals again. Like, literally, like 100%. It is just 100% like the likelihood that you will get into crystals completely revolves around how much you want to fuck the person that's telling you about crystals. Oh my God, dude. I mean, listen, I'm sorry for doing like bi and gay erasure for the gays in the chat. I'm sure this is like, thank you for not queer baiting, King. Wait, why would I do that? Why would I? Like, you might be into it still. Like, he's like kind of a good looking dude. It's just like he looks super crusty, so I don't see it.
And it works with the solar plexus chakra to increase your sense of personal willpower.
Oh my God. I literally am like, yeah, this is a bullshit merchant. Like, literally, he's just like peddling me bullshit. The other girl beforehand, I was like, oh my God. Please tell me more about the crystals. I believe in it.
If you want something to bring more loving energies into your life, you got to get rose quartz. This is all about compassion and connection and understanding. And it will work with your heart chakra so that you can give and receive love more willingly. And if you're trying to further your spiritual awakening, I think you should get amethyst. It's super versatile. It's good for healing, protection, cleansing, you name it. And it will open up your crown chakra so that you're more receptive to messages from the universe. By the way, these are all for sale in my shop now, and there's more coming soon. Thanks, bye.
Oh, how interesting. How interesting. That these are all available on your shop. That's crazy, dude. Not as crazy as the top of the hour ad that's literally coming right now, which none of you saw. I'm a bit of a crystal merchant myself. At the top of every hour, I hit you with a 60-second ad break. Now, there are things you can do. You can go out and buy a crystal if you want, or you can go out and buy a Twitch subscription for $5 This way, you get to avoid those ads, okay? Another thing you can do if you already have an Amazon Prime is use your fucking Twitch Prime here, which is a free subscription, okay? Just wasting it if you're not using it, dude. Another thing you can do is an ad blocker crystal or a VPN crystal that aligns your chakras. If your chakras are aligned in like the midichlorian map or a parallel universe. Anyway, here's the fucking 1-minute ad break now.
Okay, I was not expecting that video of me finding the crystals to blow up like it did. As in, I had 40 followers this morning, now I have 2,000? That's wild. Thank you guys.
Shit, dude.
Anyway, here's the silver crusted crystal reveal. And that is a fucking tongue twister. This is the biggest one I found by far and my favorite. It's actually bigger than my head. Damn. Alright, on to the next. This is the one from the video that went viral-ish. I'm hyped. I'm gonna sell these on Etsy soon too. Put a little candle in there, it'd be so cute. I can't figure out how to work Etsy right now though, so.
Bro, what's up? Like, why? Dude, literally every one of these. Okay, I'm beginning to see the pattern here. So every one of these is just like a person who sells these fucking rocks. Oh, that makes sense, dude. Got it. Now I get it. I thought like
cars with her and has a bunch of tattoos and jewelry with like gemstones and shit in it and like dangly necklaces that are also crystals and like, you know, she blames shit on the moon. It's me. I'm that bitch.
oh my God. Back in it again, dude. I love crystals, dude. I don't know what it is. I don't know why. I just keep going back to wanting to purchase rocks over and over again. Is this multi-level marketing for hot people? Yeah. Just weird.
Is a crystal just a piece of rock? Yes, 1,000%. Is a crystal also a high vibrational magical being transmitted to the earth from the 11th dimension in order to assist in the evolution of humankind? Yes, 1,000%.
If you
What? No, not at all. This culture started with Grateful Dead. Hippies just traveling around trying to beat the system, selling grilled cheese, rocks, and acid. What's up with crystal mommies being so hot, though? Like, I mean, that's like actually real. Oh, God. Now we go from crystal mommies back to this fucking bullshit, which sucks. Kind of don't even want to do this. Like, should we even do this? Like, I feel like we were having so much fun. Prison heat. We had such good vibes looking at crystal mommies. I don't want to, like, get it fucked. Can we skip Boo Boo forever? Real 23 Phil, thank you for the 10 gifted. I kind of want more crystal mommies, but is there more? Like, do you guys have a good list out there? If not, I'm going to go into murder. Have on crystal girl correspondent hand hunts on. Oh, yeah. Is she a crystal mommy? If you're getting into criminal justice today, you got to check out this video. Which crystal will help prevent me from shitting my pants at a frat party? I don't want to watch the John Oliver one. I'm moving away from... We're moving away from fucking... We literally just watched this, dude. We are... We're moving away from politics, okay? I'm bored. What is this? Fun and educational? No. Dude. No. I want to move away from politics, dude. You're just like trying to dive headfirst into like crystal mommies are insane. The galaxy brain garbage of Gaia. What the fuck?